Yeah, man.
Hey.
That was me.
Hey,
that
is
was
he
me.
in?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
Mike in?
He's in the Discord, yeah.
Yeah.
Mike, so if you go to the public lobbies and just look for the game called GAEM, and then the password is IDL UK.
In
Where
lowercase.
is
Go
public lobby?
play Dota, and then at the top there's like lobbies.
New
So,
lobbies.
yeah, and then GAEM is the name.
And then what's the password?
IDL UK.
Lowercase.
Oh,
Hey,
Yours,
okay.
Hey, there he
Yay.
is. Right, join the free slot.
Alright, so
Hey,
cast
there we
us to the casters channel and then teams do what you want. You can talk to each other in the game.
We'll go B.
Team B. Yeah. Join team.
Hey, casters! How's it going?
Good. Yourself?
Oh, am I the cameraman?
No.
How do I
Deselect if you have a camera.
How do I do that?
It doesn't look like you have it. Oh, you do have it. Alright, deselect.
Oh, I see.
There you go, yeah, just leave it. It goes really weird, like, if you have a specific cameraman. I don't really know.
Have you got that logo next to your name as well? I can only see it on mine, you see, so it looks
Yeah,
like I was...
yeah.
Yeah,
It's like empty logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Is it your first time casting, Hux?
No, I don't think so. I think I casted the home game once.
Oh,
for some
did you?
reason. I don't know why. Yeah.
Alright.
It's my first time casting.
Wow, it's nice for you to be able to pop that particular cherry with us tonight.
I know.
So, hello everyone that's watching on stream, because obviously there's loads of people, and hello to everyone that watches the VOD later. We're here for the game again between Team A and Team B. We've got Team B on the Radiant, Team A on the Dire to start with. And I'm joined by Death Row and Hux. I am, of course, Big Money Illaderp, your big money caster for tonight. So, oh, he's finally said ready. Okay, let's go!
It's good that we've got so many casters because I've got a Domino's.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be eating that.
That is good, yeah,
Very much.
that's fortunate. What have you ordered?
Well, it was a sharing special, so
Oh,
like a pizza and 2 drinks and garlic pizza bread.
so obviously you're not sharing it.
No,
No, it's for you. Yeah. That's how these work. So Sniper Ban, obviously one of Cool Paris's
Is that a respect ban, is it?
favoured heroes. Yeah, so he plays Sniper and Spectre, and he's pretty damn good at both of them. He's basically you, except he doesn't play Silencer.
Oh shit!
They're respect banning Silencer, not even against you anymore, mate.
I'm only casting, guys.
They've triggered you. You've triggered them so much with your
I really hate
Silencer plays.
Silencer. I'm glad it's not in the game.
But yeah, you see the Spectre ban as well as expected. So just banning against Kuhan really, put him on something he's less comfortable on, which I think is a good strategy. I mean, So we saw a lot of like respect bans in the last couple of seasons. I think that's kind of petering out a little bit. I think the only person you really respect ban against is Kuhan, and then the obviously the anti-mage against Chris. Yeah, I don't know why people ban against me. There's no point.
It's because you're so fucking good, mate. That's why.
Well, that's very kind of you to say, but well, yeah. So the typical ban against me and Hux is like the Storm and the Silencer, but
it just opens up to more drafting. Like
no, exactly.
Free to draft what we want.
It's really easy. It's been really easy to draft this season with those two just getting banned because, like, I'm not going to pick a Storm in the first phase, and like everything that's countered by Storm, you can just pick because they can't pick it. It's like really quite easy. So yeah,
we don't trust you with that, mate.
So Crystal Maiden pick first from the Radiant. Nice versatile support hero, and the Vengeful Spirit on the Dire. So Venge seems to be pretty much a support in the IDL meta.
What do you think? Trials coming up next? Do you reckon?
I mean, the Venge Drought would be a strong opener. but they still have the possibility to pick like a slug straight up next or a PA
Yeah.
had they not picked the drow. Obviously, going for like a minus armor strat, the Venge PA's a solid opener. So you might see them go for something like Slardar next if that's not banned out. Timbersaw. So we saw the Timbersaw in the very first game of IDL, and Dave did play it to quite disgusting effect. So probably we'll see him on that again.
I've
I
banned
really-
it every
I-
game since.
I really like playing Timbersaw. It's a really fun hero. And really good against PA as well because you are a natural blade mail carrier. And obviously you want to burst the Timbersaw down. So it kind of stops that happening and lets you get the damage out. And until PA gets a BKB, she's going to be very, very susceptible to being just straight up murdered by Timbersaw. So the Drow ban, as expected really. I mean, you don't want to let them get that with the Venge. I mean, even though there's kind of lacking a bit of synergy with the PA, like not being able to pick the PA as a counter to the Drow is going to be favourable. So I think it was still an option for the Dire. So yeah, sensible ban. And then the Dazzle and the Omni Knight. I guess the Dazzle stops you just like killing someone with PA.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Omni's a respect ban against Gino.
Yeah. Gino is very good at Omni. He's just very comfortable on the hero. Like he just plays it as position 4. Just like I don't know, he doesn't seem to do anything spectacular. It's just like always getting there with the clutch heals, and the obviously the ultimate's very strong against PA. So that's Shadow Fiend's probably Kuhan's. He'll take it up mid, obviously. Another one of the heroes that he really likes. Strong hero at the moment with the buffs to the jungle spawn rate, so you get creeps every minute again instead of every 2. So Shadow Fiend going clearing out the jungle is very efficient with the razors, and obviously with the changes to the ancients that happened back on patch 7. So yeah, this looks like this is a straight up minus armor strat. All of those heroes apart from PA reduce armor. PA does massive physical damage, and you probably get a Desolator as well. So that Dazzle band's looking very nice. Getting rid of the weave as a possibility.
And the Omni as well, I guess.
Yeah. So what can the Radiant do against that? I mean, they can build like an AC and a mech and stuff. So I think they probably need to pick up a natural mech carrier next, because they need it. Okay, so Elder Titan's that hero. They can't run it. They can't run as a core. It's got to be a support though. That's so it's going to be a slow mech. And I think they're probably in danger of getting run over at the moment. Timbersaw's base armor is really low, so once he's got like a bunch of stacks of reactive armor going, then he's quite tanky against physical damage. But I mean, like if he just gets amp damage, stunned, and then PA like 3-shots him, it's going to be quite disgusting, really.
Radiant could go split push here. I think Terrorblade would be quite a good pick. I mean, he's got nice base armor, and they can't really do much against split push if because they all have to be together really to fight.
That's true, and the Terrorblade can pick up an AC, so that will be helpful for their team. But yeah, certainly it's got to be an Agi carry for that base armor, because anything else is just going to get melted. Maybe a Sven? A Sven's not a bad pick, actually.
Yeah, Sven's pretty good.
Yeah, because you have the AoE armor effect. I'd possibly have picked up a Lich instead of the ET, because you have the frost armor as well as it being a mech carrier. Faceless Voids.
That's a good pick, actually. I like that.
Yeah, I mean that gives them a setup for the Elder Titan stuff, the Invoker combo, the Chakram can go in there, Crystal Maiden ultimate. I mean, if they get some good Chronos, they're gonna absolutely wreck them. Again, another massive physical damage dealer in Witch Doctor with that ultimate. So I mean, I think this is pretty interesting. I think this is going to come down a lot to execution. So against the Chrono, they do have the Vengeful Spirit swap. They do have the Witch Doctor ultimate, which can kind of zone the Void out of his own chrono. But they do still have quite a lot of bombs to drop into that, so yeah, we could see some pretty tasty fights.
Yeah, I think
I'm liking the Dire lineup better. I think because
Yeah.
Yeah,
So this is one thing that was mentioned in another one of the games. I can't remember who cast it. I think it might have been Sam and Chris or something. But they basically said that, you know, although the two drafts were fairly even, one of them being easier to execute just made all the difference in that game. And I think that might be the case here. I think the Dire draft is easier to execute. I think they have a lot of...
because if Radiant get behind, then they're just behind for the whole game.
Yeah, and like with the Slardar just coming and blinking on people and the Phantom Assassin following up is going to be pretty easy for the Dire to snowball. What do you think, Hux? So we've gone Dire, both of us. Are you going to argue for the Radiant?
I'm going to say that no. I think the Dire are going to pull it off, to be honest,
Yeah.
in terms of draft, because it's just easy to execute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to play it properly, perfect, really, to actually pull it
Yeah.
off.
There's a lot of mishook on the Voids.
Yeah. They're basically hoping that the Void can get the decent chrono, and if he doesn't, then that's that. It's yeah.
Penis Tower wins, according to Kuhan. Alright, so they've GD'd out. So on the Radiant, we have Magnus Magnuson on the Timbersaw. We have Goldrian on the Elder Titan. We have Donald on the Invoker. Gak on the Crystal Magian. And finally, Misshook on the Faceless Void. On the Dire side, Fref on the Slardar. We have Cool Paras on the Shadow Fiend. Crunchy Nut on the Witch Doctor. Sassy the Sasquatch on PA, and finally Parakeets on the Vengeful Spirit. So pretty much in keeping with most other games in this league, going for a fairly passive start, no invades. I did notice that certainly up until the last game we played, every team that's gone for a level 1 invade has lost. Even though every single level 1 invade has gotten at least 2 kills.
Yeah, I think we got double killed at bottom, didn't we?
Yeah, and then we still won in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, that was not nice to learn against. So I was thinking, fuck, I've got.
Yeah.
Casting question: is there a way that I can just set to follow your camera, so I don't have to keep following the camera?
I don't believe there is, no.
That's a bit bitch.
Oh, I'm on my camera for some reason.
Yeah, you should all have your own camera.
Oh, okay.
And then as I'm like first caster, it will follow my camera on the replay. Gino says where are the level 1 ganks? Quite. So there's an obs on the Slardar, he's not placed it yet. The Radiant have theirs placed there, which I like. This ward here gives you vision of the lane and also round to the side. But actually, I mean, this kind of, I would argue that this is a better like ward for the offlaner than for the safe lane, because like your vision around here isn't that useful because your supports are going to be sat here anyway. Yeah, I mean he's getting into XP range here. Gino needs to run round and zone him rather than just sit here, which is a bit of a mistake, I feel.
Cool. Timber's low top.
Wow, Timber took a lot of harass there, and he's only brought a set of tank. This is a mistake. Yeah, he's got to go back to base. Bringing one set of tangos to an off lane, particularly when you have a Witch Doctor and a Vengeful Spirit, is a mistake. So yeah, I mean you might be 4.5k, but that's pretty noob, dude.
I would have stayed if I was in, to be honest. The creeps against the tower anyway. Sat there
Yeah, he's missed this whole wave of XP. There's 2 range creeps here. That's his level 2. But by the same token, like, he's going to be low for ages. There's no point spending all the tangos. He's kind of spent half of like the gold that would ferry out of south for him. I don't think this is worth it at all. Especially as like they've got the pull off now, and he's gonna try and get some XP from this. But it's gonna be difficult. So in the mid lane, we have Invoker going fairly even with Shadow Fiend for now. But you So you've got the alacrity against the necromastery. So Invoker is one hero that can actually stand up to Shadow Fiend in lane and keep up with the CS, but you see like the right clicks already, because Invoker's base armor's so low, just absolutely smashing him. And all the stats that Kuhan's brought in, he's got 16 souls. Obviously the raise damage is going to help him last hit. So on the safe lane, Chris has got level 3 and Timbersaw still on level 2. So that early basing definitely costing him. Base is void farming decently so far. Top of the last hits chart at the moment.
What sort of build does Void go now these days?
So I was actually experimenting with like kind of an old school Void build, like the old Mask of Madness into Maelstrom build.
This could be good on the slider.
He's
No,
going to
he
walk
didn't.
out, yeah. He doesn't have Stomp yet, he's still just got Astral, just short of level 2. They need to go and pull more, like they should have pulled this wave. I know the lane's not pushing yet, but it's going to now. They have
That's about to, isn't it?
yeah, they have two range creeps now. You got to kind of preempt the when you need to pull as a support. Chris going to get the bounty rune. He's gone for the 2 Slithering Crush, 1 sprint build. I personally like leaving Crush at 1 and getting 2 in sprint. Just gives you more options for positioning. And you can actually gank mid fairly easily, especially against an Invoker who's quite immobile. But yeah, he's 3.5. Dave, what's he now? 3.5 as well. He's catching up.
There's not a lot of dire vision on the map.
No, so has he actually placed? He has placed the observer, so it's down there. We got the other observers just spying out. This ward's nice as well. Just spying out the Timbersaw's movements. They won't actually know he's here unless they saw him move here, which they might have done. But he's not going to get anything anyway. Actually blocking those creeps up nicely, and that's going to be quite dangerous for the Timbersaw to get into XP range. And Witchstock's just going to go zone him out. So they're doing a really good job here actually. Blake is level 3 here, Keats is level 3 as well. Timbersaw's matching the Timbersaw's level. But I would like the PA to have a few more levels. I suspect they've maybe leached a bit of lane XP there rather than actually pulling for it. So what you want to do as a support is give your carry a level advantage over the offlane, and they don't have that. So they can't leave, because if they leave, Timbersaw's just going to kill the PA.
Kuhan's been getting some good farm mid.
Yeah, he's up to 31 and 9.
And he's just got a DD.
Yeah, that's no CS for Sam for the next couple of minutes then. We got that one.
That's a.
Okay,
Oh, that's the kill.
That's
That's
Timber's dying.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's,
that's kill. No,
nah, he's still dead.
that's. Oh. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
there you go. That was really close. Actually, if they baited that shrine out, that was a really good play. Because they
Got a
denied
smoke
that
from
from
mid.
him now. Oh yeah, that you should be here, not here. This is really bad positioning. He's not going to push up. They need to come like there and like come through the trees or something. This positioning is
Here we
horrible.
go. CM's going for it. This might be. No, this is a kill. Surely. Oh no! What?
What a sunstrike that was.
He didn't walk back. He knew. He knew. So they got the kill. But
The BM comes out.
that positioning, I really didn't like that
Oh.
positioning. Like,
Void's in trouble. Bot.
so, ooh, dodged it. Very nice. But yeah, down to his last couple of hundred XP. He's going to need to either throw himself out a salve or pick up a. He could pick up a ring of health or something. So yeah, I was wrong here when I was pinging out here. that position was correct. That position was wrong, but he should have been there. I got the teams mixed up because I'm such a procaster. But yeah, that kill on Shadow Fiend's really good. So obviously Shadow Fiend was having a great start, so he's the most valuable kill on the map, and really nice rotation. And with the CM, what's it called, the ice thingy into the stomp, very nice setup. So I think generally, like, trying to anticipate someone running back with the Sunstrike's correct, but they had so much setup there, he could have just dropped it on his head and he wouldn't be able to move out of the way in time. So slight misplay from the Invoker.
What did Slardar get out of that? Because they rotated to mid. I didn't actually see. I don't know.
So that was when he was bullying the Void a bit, got him down low, but the Void's sort of regen back up now.
Oh, dodging these Sunstrikes like mad.
It's not a good cold snap. He's too far away. You need to be a lot closer, or have like an urn or something to keep rocking the cold snap. If you just walk away at that point, it's wasted mana. But anyway, I think Sam's doing okay. I mean, 40 CS roughly against Kuhan's 55. Obviously he's been getting denied a lot, but he's picking up the farm he needs. Kuhan's pressuring down the tower. He should turn his Ring of Aquila on. Just make it really tough for Sam to defend his tower. Anyway, any baits on this Witch Doctor? No, just gonna down nice and easy. So they've rotated the support's bottom, both level 4. Do now have level 6 on the Slardar. He's going for treads into Blink, which I think is a mistake. You don't want treads on Slardar. You either leave yourself on brown boots or get like tranquils or something for the move speed. I don't think like. When's the last time you saw like an actual full-on carry Slardar? I feel like he used to be played in that role a lot, and then he just like never is anymore.
I've not ever. It's not used on Dota that much. On Hon, he was quite different. He used to be played as a carry all the time.
Yeah.
But Dota seems it's more of an initiation.
I definitely feel like he was a carry for a little while.
It was
Maybe
a
long
long time ago though. It was like back in
I got the
TI3 or something.
Chrono Sunstrike combo, and that is a dead Shadow Fiend. Nice use of the first Chrono. Very easy kill. But they've got the return kill, so Sashi the Sasquatch pitched up the Timbersaw. That's actually pretty surprising. What's that? Was the Timbersaw? Timbersaw is level 5. So picks up a 2-level advantage now. I think I think coming back to lane is the right thing still. I don't think the PA can actually stand in lane against the Timbersaw, especially now he's got the Chakram. There's so much burst damage. So despite the fact he's got that kill, without support, I think he's in danger of dying. Especially with 3 points in Timber Chain. Decent rotation down here looking for the Elder Titan. I'm not going to find him, but you've got Keats just tucking himself in. I missed that kill, so that was Sashi the Sasquatch going on Gak on the Crystal Maiden, picking up another kill. Though couldn't follow up on the Timbersaw. And this is kind of a problem that I do have on Timbersaw sometimes, is you do have a lot of damage, but if your team doesn't have the lockdown, then getting it out and dealing it is quite difficult. You need to be really like on point. So they found the ET with the CM's come in, got the vision on this onto the Elder Titan. Slar's gonna start right clicking him down. So this is where treads are good because he's a bash. On the Sunstrike. Oh, the return kill. They've got him. Really nice play there. They almost kept the ET alive. Yeah, that's not really worth the dive from the Slardar. They pick up the kill on the CM. Gonna take a lot of damage from the tower on the Shadow Fiend, but he's gonna get out okay. I think the Void could have got more aggressive there, honestly. The stuns were used. He's not turning his Queller on.
He's going to Chrono in a minute. Well, it's up now. And
yeah.
ET is waiting for it.
They have the Sunstrike up.
Yeah,
they've got the Sunstrike up. He's got the setup with the. You can drop the Spirit Stomp. Oh, the 2-man Chrono is not enough. He's got to be careful here of dying. Yeah, he's Oh, they almost got the kill on the Witch Doctor, but he's not going to quite get it. That was just a little bit of miscommunication. They needed the the zoning spirit on this side of the chrono. Because if you just force the Shadow Fiend away, then the Void can actually get his damage out. But it was just forced back a little bit, and then obviously as the chrono wore off, the supports were able to nuke him down. Let's have a look at the net worth. So obviously top, unsurprisingly, is the Shadow Fiends on 5k, and then the PA and the Invoker not too far behind. Slightly further back is the Void. Another kill for Kuhan, just picked up the CM. I don't know quite how these kills are. Maybe I should be paying more attention to what Kuhan's doing since he seems to be getting aggressive. Oh, he got him! The Sunstrike
Oh, I missed that.
smashes down the PA who was having such a good game. But just really tucked it in. There's a tiny little gap among the creeps with the PA. Managed to get him solo. Very nice Sunstrike, Sam. Good job. Rotation towards mid. Are they going for a shrine? Nope. Shadowblade picked up.
Shadowblade.
Yeah.
Pretty dirty, 13 minutes, pretty quick.
So he's probably going to farm up for the level 2 Requiem and then go Shadowblade someone. That's what I'd do anyway. So the obvious target is mid. I wonder if they'll go for like a play round that way or something. I don't know. Here we go. Yeah, he's got level 12. Just wait for him to come back in. Start channeling. Oh, it's too slow. Yeah, and a nice tornado. Stomp onto the slider. CM just came up a little bit too far.
That is ballsy, that is. Bloody hell.
Tasty. Tasty CM.
Yeah, I think getting aggressive there was right, but he just needed to position a little bit more carefully, like loop around like that or something. Just being there was a little bit too far out. So level 6 up on the Witch Doctor. Let's have a look at hero levels. So level 5 still on ET and level 5 on Venge. Need to get that level 6 up on the ET, the big ulti. Dropping some damage onto this Timbersaw. This looks like a dead Timbersaw to me. I don't think there's any way. He's going for the kill on the Witch Doctor. He's not going to get it.
Yeah. Malefice taking it there.
Nice kill by the Witch Doctor. Gets him his level 7. He's going for a bracer. Just bracer, but no, he's switched to the Ogre on the Cape, which I think is probably better. I don't think bracer builds into anything useful. They changed it. Something builds from it now. Let's see. Bracer. Atos. That's actually okay on Witch Doctor, I guess.
It's not too bad,
Yeah.
but
Rumps.
I don't know, but
Shit. Solo Chrono. The Venge walks into the Chrono. That's a big mistake. If the Venge had been able to swap him out, that would have been really big. He's going for the... He's going to try and right-click down the Invoker. He's not going to get him. They've gone for a big dive here. I wonder if he's going to clean up any kills. That was really
that's
good.
what saves,
Yeah, really nice.
She might be okay.
So dead.
I don't think she's going to do it. He's got the Shadow Blade coming off in 9. I mean, it just gets it with the raise anyway. So, yeah, I mean, the good play in the end by the Venge, but should have actually probably got out with only Venge dying if he'd managed to swap the Slardar out of the Chrono. I wonder if he was actually going for the swap, because the Venge level 1 swap is garbage distance, so they were like that kind of distance apart. Maybe he was going for the swap and didn't like run round, and didn't realise it would take him into the Chrono. Anyway, Sam's doing a good job keeping up with the Shadow Fiend largely. The PA and the Void are roughly even. Long way behind on the Timbersaw is Dave. Again, roughly level pegging with the Slardar. You want to be quite a lot ahead. I mean, especially as the Timbersaw is a hero that can flash farm. Why has he got a bracer? Is he going for Atos? So confused.
It might be a good bet on, so to be honest. stick them in place.
Yes, it's not a bad item, but still think you want the Bloodstone first.
Yeah, I mean, I don't play them stuff, so I wouldn't know really. But
Yeah.
Maybe he was just dying very quickly in his lane.
But he wants to farm. Like, I mean, I think a what's it called? A Soul Ring would do a lot more for him at this point.
Yeah, definitely. Well, he's got one.
Oh, he does have one. I'm blind. Sorry, I put my Soul Ring in that inventory slot where the bracer is, so if there's not one there, I don't see it. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know. So, kill on to the Witch Doctor, picked up by the Invoker. Gave him the old meatball combo. He's got the Hand of Midas up, and he's actually got enough gold for the. He's flying the courier out now. He's going to get his Aghanim Scepter.
They're taking some nice stacks top.
Yeah. Team stacks.
Sharing it between the two, though. Yeah, sharing it between them. It's like a bloody family feast.
Yeah, man. Well, I don't think any of them can take them solo. Probably the PA and
Yeah, might be able to, yeah.
PA and Shadowkin can take them between the two of them, but
Just glad I was just getting the scraps.
yeah.
Just getting the bone.
So he's got the Vlads. He's going for the Deso now. I don't know why people buy Vlads on PA. Like, a lot of people seem to do it. So there's got to be a point, but I don't.
It was the old
really
build,
get
wasn't it? That you got
It
to
was
have
the
it.
old build, yeah. But
I
I
think
don't.
it's a waste of a slot.
Yeah, me too. Like, on PA, get it on your Slardar or something later.
Even the support can take it.
Yeah. So, mid tower's down, top tower's down. For the Radiant.
Big team fight.
Chrono onto the Venge, and he's picked up the Witch Doctor as well. I think they're going to be able to get the Witch
Oh,
Doctor as
that's
well.
nice.
Really nice damage out from the combo.
Really nice.
But the cask is going to stop them going any further. So
Have a
Witch
nice
Doctor's still
neutral.
doing a good job for his team. They've got the Blink Crush.
Oh,
And the
oh.
big ulti! Oh, where was the Blink Crush to set that up? The communication they're lacking. That could have been so much bigger if it just Blink Crushed on top. They're going to get both kills anyway. But, I mean, it didn't need to be that difficult. It really didn't need to be that difficult. So yeah, all the tier 1s down for the Radiant. Possibly going to trade this tier 1, but the Witch Doctor's TPing in. I think as a Void you could go bully him a bit. Actually, there's a Hand of Midas on the Void as well. I think this is a mistake. I think if this Dire gets ahead, you're going to lose the game. So I don't think the Midas is the answer.
Agree.
On the Invoker it makes sense because you need the levels, but Voids just get some damage up.
Get the mash really fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially seeing as they have a general lack of proper carries.
Yeah. And look here, lacking disable, the Die Heroes just walk out. It's quite a big rotation. So they've sent 5 down here while they've got the Witch Doctor farming mid, you've got the Vengeful Spirit farming top. Really nice play from them, just getting their farm and levels up. That's one thing a lot of sports miss, I think, is, you know, yeah, your carries have farm priority, but if there's farm on the map, take it.
Oh, that's a dead Elder Titan right there.
Yeah, that was a DD. Ouch. Just taking for
That's
the
a
casual
very
300.
powerful-
I'd go Roche now. With that, what's that DD? Go start Roche. Why
I think they're
not?
scared of the one by combo, don't they? That's the
They don't have the
biggest
chrono.
thing I can imagine. So
They have vision. Like, I don't really. I think that's especially with the speed they take it with the Corrosive Haze, the PA, the Wave of Terror. I just think that's a no-brainer. Especially as PA's just finished the essay.
The good thing that the Die have is that they're not as one-dimensional as the Radiant. The Radiant are kind of focused around getting a chrono and then doing stuff after that.
Yeah,
they can't really do much else.
They do have the stomp set up, which is nice.
But it's easy to kite. This is the thing.
I guess. I mean, if there's a lot of confusion Like it's easy to get caught anyway. Especially if you've got like the chakram or something slowing up. And that's why PA is good against the Timber Saw, a lot of burst damage. It doesn't have the...
That was
This
quite
is
a
the
nice
combo. Here's the combo. And they've killed no one yet. Can get the stomp. Witch Doctor ult doing a lot of damage. CM ult. And the Timber Saw is going to survive for now. Kills the Slardar.
Bless him.
I don't think you want to go on this, boys. I don't think you want to go in on this. Those 15 stacks of reactive armor doing work.
I'll go for this if I was Timber, to be honest.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
back in.
I don't think they can kill him.
Totally take
He
the.
is going for it as well.
Yeah. Definitely the right play.
Ah, so unlucky. Didn't catch the. No, he's dead now.
Burst there, yeah. I don't know. I think you had to go for the PA. Try and burst the PA down.
I think he should have gone more for the Shadow Fiend. He didn't catch him at all with the Timber Chain. Or
He did get the chakram
or
on
the Yeah, he got the Chakram, but that doesn't really do much.
yeah, I
You
think
need to
he
get the
kind of
whirling
got.
death on her.
Yeah, he got like kind of caught in T-minus between the Shadow Fiend and the Witch Doctor, maybe.
Yeah.
He rushed it a little bit as well. He should have been a bit more patient.
Yeah.
So I was not that HP. He should have waited a little bit.
So the Radiant just scouted Roche with a Sunstrike. They're as confused as I am why they haven't tried to take it yet. They have everything they need and more, but they're not doing it. So going for the armlet, I think he's just like basically going into a right-click Slardar build, which I don't know. I mean, it could work. If you want to maximize that physical damage, that's what's going to do it. But
Frankly, they're far ahead enough that they could just go and transition him into a core, like a proper core.
yeah, I don't know. Just having like a 4-stuff or something would be really nice. They've gone for smoke play here, the Radiant. They don't have the chrono for another 3 seconds. It's come up now. So that good for them. They're going to struggle to catch too many here. So they're going to come back around. They're going to find the Slardar. I don't think the Slardar by himself is good enough. Ah, and he's missed the chrono.
Oh, that's not good.
I predict 18 wipe.
Oh, that's a nice. Oh, that's
The
good.
Timber
yeah.
Saw's doing
It's
work
good,
actually here. Yeah, he's done really nice to cut the supports off there.
Oh,
The,
that's really doing.
The ult from the high ground catching 2, really well done. And the Phantom Assassin is going to work. Just this damage. Look how many reactive armor stacks he has. I think he's going to clean these guys up actually. He's cleaned up the PA. He's so low. Oh, he almost managed it. The heals there from the Witch Doctor are actually really big. So I think the Invoker's out. You should Midas, Sam. You Midas. Midas. I know you're running away, but yeah, use Midas. He's gone back to base. Fair enough.
So inefficient.
Doesn't want to die, but sometimes efficiency's worth dying for. But the Witch Doctor's going to walk into the Void. Void's going to do absolutely nothing. And that's why you don't get Midas. Like this is 9,000 almost net worth Voids. 25 minutes into the game, and the Witch Doctor just mugs him off like that. That's not really very good.
Item-wise.
Yeah.
He sort of, he looks like he doesn't know what to build. He's like gone for a bit of a Yashra, bit of a.
Well,
what he's building there.
it looks like he's building into the
He should be getting Diffusal, yeah.
The Diffusal Manta build. But
He wants to finish him up first for Diffusal room.
I mean, it's the offlane build,
Yeah.
but
well, I'd say the offlane build surely is Blink Axe, right?
well, it depends.
Yeah.
I've mostly seen the Diffusal build, because I mean, it allows you to catch up. You don't really need a blink or anything like that, and it gives you a lot more damage.
I guess so.
There's Venge
So
scouting out there.
Venge scouting out the Invoker. They're gonna go for this. He's got enough time left on the Invis. I would have just tracked him a little longer, see if the SF can get in position.
Is that Invoker there? Oh, here we go. He's following the Invoker now.
Yeah.
Looks like his teammates are moving there.
Josephine, you gonna move? You gonna move? You gonna move? Come on him. Alright, fine. If I was
Oh,
Keats,
Invoker's
if I
scared from that.
he's just running away. If I was Keats, I'd be screaming at Kuhan. I'd be like, why the fuck didn't you come down here? That was a free kill.
I know you're screaming sometimes.
You know me, buddy.
I know you're screaming. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why we win.
Got another smoke coming top. Probably going to catch the Slardar again.
Got the chrono. Don't think they don't want to commit the chrono, but they just don't have any catch without it. Big ol' CM. I think they caught him with the chrono. They might get the Shadow Fiend. Oh, he swapped him out. Big swap! He's going to turn around and kill the Faceless Void. That was a huge swap by Keats.
That was awesome.
That was so good. They're going to clear up now. Oh, the big crit from the PA. I think the Timbersaur's going to get out, but he's going to be the only one.
I'm calling that swap there again.
Yeah.
That swap was freaking amazing.
That was really nice.
Just in time as well.
Yeah,
Like,
it's beautiful.
timed.
Yeah. Now they're going to take Roshan.
The Shadow Fiend isn't even there.
Don't even need him. It's going to leave Viegas. I mean, who needs that? I mean, you kill Roshan for the glory, not for anything else.
Can the courier pick up Vegas?
No.
No.
No. That'd be awesome.
That'd be pretty funny. You go and send the courier and it dies and resurrects.
Yeah, they need to do that. That'd be awesome.
That would be funny. Yeah, like if they made it so the courier can't, you can't like give the Aegis to anyone. Like it's stuck on the courier, but the courier can pick it up. That would be amazing.
2 hits. Oh.
Yeah, it's not a fun time to be a CM. What CM's items looking like? The Glimmer. I mean, I get the Glimmer. The disarm on the PA is going to probably cause PA's death.
Good.
Got the Aegis. Going for the Zoning Witch Doctor ultimate. That's pretty nice actually, but the Timbersaur's going to tank it up. With those stacks of reactive armor, it's actually not doing very much damage, but they are going to get him eventually. That was really nice positioning by the Timber. I really like that. Like just positioning himself there so that the Witch Doctor ult would hit him. It did help his team out, but they still didn't get the Invoker out, which I think probably was what they were trying to do. A little bit unfortunate. Going for the Team Shrine, I think. No.
Got some pretty
Just
aggressive wards on the Radiant side. I don't think it's really helping them out that much.
No, I mean, see, I like aggressive wards because you can go and get kills and stuff, but like their pick-off potential is so bad. Like unless they commit the chrono, they just don't have any lockdown. Like with the CM, because the CM's slow, you can't lead with the CM because you're relying on them to get the frostbite, and like unless they're completely not paying attention, which I guess is possible.
Unless she's got a blink, which she obviously hasn't had the farm to get. Yeah.
So like if you find the Slardar, as they have been doing, the Slardar just like stares at you for about 5 seconds before blinking away.
Yeah.
It's just too easy.
Just giving up on farming there, Gino.
I guess you can drop the ET Spirit to prevent the blink and then go for the Frostbite. That might be okay.
I think that's where maybe an Atos would be quite good, but there's no point having an Atos if you can have a blink. So.
Well, they've got the Atos on the Timbersaur. It's not really been doing much for them. And again, you can blink out of Atos. It doesn't actually damage you.
Yeah.
Like a Yule Scepter or something on the Invoker would be really nice as a setup. He's going for that now. I think that's probably the correct build. They're just really lacking initiation.
Which is weird, considering.
Well, it's the thing, like, with these big teamfight ultimates, they're really, really good and everything. But when you don't have them, and if you don't want to commit them to a fight, like if you find if they keep finding the Slardar, they can't commit the chrono to kill him because they'll just get wiped afterwards. Because like killing the Slardar isn't enough to win a 5v4 without chrono. Then kind of this catch-22 situation. I think they've kind of got unlucky because like if they catch the Venge or if they catch the Witch Doctor, then they just get a kill and it's pretty easy.
Another dead CM. There we go. Yeah. Nice pickup. So easy.
Sam split pushing top. He's got the PA moving towards him, so he needs to be a little bit careful. What's PA going for? PA's going for the Super Basher now. I think actually the PA is going to need to build a BKB. I mean, it's been going okay so far, but against an Invoker as a core, going without BKB the whole game is dangerous. Because one meatball combo on like 3 of them, and that's a team wipe probably. That's the thing.
Well, BKB's good, but like it doesn't really do anything against Chrono, does it? That's the thing.
That's true. But I mean, you can dodge the Chrono, right? I mean, you just sit the Slardar up front, and then they can't really do it.
Yeah,
but,
well.
like if you get set up on with Yules into Deafening Blast, if you don't have BKB,
there is a
you're
lot
dead.
more, because I mean Timber is all magic damage.
Yeah.
As is,
And the
pretty much.
ET as well, like
Yeah.
the ultimate. I think the yeah, that goes through spell immunity. So that's not great against that, but it will stop the stomp. It will stop all the CM damage. It stops the time lock damage because that's magical. It just like, yeah, BKB seems really good this game. Like there are games where you do
really need.
There are games when you do swap skip BKB on PA, but I don't think this is one of them.
I think she doesn't need to get it now. I think it's worth to be saving it to the 40-minute mark or something like that. She's
Perhaps,
safe.
but then I would argue you don't get the Super Basher now, because if you're getting the Super Basher, you're looking to fight. Like you can go for a farming item now instead.
True, but I mean, if she is fighting now, and Super Bash is going to really help. She can lock down Void straight away, kill him before he gets thrown off.
Yeah,
Same with
it's going to be good
any other Western.
against the Invoker as well. Just like, I think if you get the Super Basher on the Invoker, he's dead. But I mean, yeah, they do have the counter initiation though. Like their initiation is poor without the Chrono, but they do have the counter because the stomp and the splitter, deafening blast are all really nice. Oh my god, he's just 3-shot him.
Very good. But this is the thing. I mean,
shit.
they have such good pick-up potential on the dark side, so they can literally just walk in.
That
kill
AC with the presence of the Dark Lord and the crit. Pretty disgusting physical damage coming out there. Oh, what's Invoker's armor right now? 8. Yeah, I'd casual plate mail, dude. And you have Midas is off cooldown. Chrono? Chrono! Chrono! Oh no. That's so bad. Oh boy. Yeah, he got stunned by the cask, but yeah. That Chrono was not good. They've killed him. That splitter did nothing, unfortunately. I like the idea, trying to zone people out, but they'd already gone past him, and he's going to die as well. It's a team wipe, and that's one set of racks, probably 2. What's the buyback status looking like? Buyback status.
I think that's GG's.
I mean, if they come back one at a time, if they just leave themselves now, they're gone.
So Tim's, they don't have buyback on anyone.
I think this is
well, they're
gonna
get 3 lanes before the Timber's back, unless they get stopped. That's a really nice combo from the Invoker. Do they have dust?
any? They don't.
They don't. They've abused that nicely, which is good. Good play. Throw down another combo here.
That is 2 lanes of racks though, for free.
They lost nothing from that. Sam's still not using his Midas.
Here we go. Is he going to use it? No.
No.
Oh, he's in this. That's right. He's scouting now.
Just gonna go freeze some creeps.
He could probably kill the Shadow Fiend. He's got the setup. Oh, go now! Oh, if he'd just gone. If he'd just gone and used him.
Is he getting 4 hours looking forward to Doctor for that?
There's a PA there. Like, he literally could Midas and re-Ghost Walk.
Midas Sam.
We're gonna watch him until he does it.
Let's see how long it takes. Okay, we're on 37 minutes at the moment. Let's see how many minutes.
Use this for spirits.
Come on, there's loads of creeps there, Sam.
Let's go on. You can do it. No.
Yay! There we go. All right, efficiency. Good job, Sam. Oh, that Aghanim Scepter's up on the Witch Doctor with the Glimmer Cape. It's gonna deal some damage.
I want to see a well ulti. Where to stick it in the bloody
Got some
in the
DCs.
base.
Couple of DCs. I imagine Keats will follow because they're all at the same house. If this is a router issue or something, then you should follow. Unless they've just like had a lovers' quarrel and smashed each other's computers.
Keats' internet is better than the other two's internet for some reason.
Yeah, I don't really understand why. Oh, it's because he has a wired connection, doesn't he? He actually like wires into the router. So maybe their Wi-Fi's
Oh, yeah,
gone
he has
down.
a proper wired connection. They use those funny wired through your electrics in your house things, which are
I have
weird.
them. They suck.
Just
I really do
rubbish.
need to put Ethernet cabling
yourself
through my house.
Big ass Ethernet cable.
Yeah.
Why not?
Item check. Shadow Fiend, Moon Shard. He's not finished off his Hurricane Pipe, which is probably fair. He doesn't really need it. Keats, he's got the Solar Crest, really nice item with this strat. He's got the 4 stuff as well. Now going for the BKB on the PA. The Slardar has got the Lotus Orb, but he's going for the back for the 4 stuff now, which I don't know. I think that's kind of questionable. Like once you got the armlet, you might as well go like crit or something. I mean, oh, you know what would be really nice actually would be the good old fashioned Bloodthorn on the Slardar. I'd really like that.
That'd be nasty. That'd be nasty.
Really tasty. Those crits with the Corrosive Haze. Ouch, ouch, ouch. So finally got the Diffusal Manta up on the Void. His Hand of Midas is on cooldown. Let's see how long he takes to use it. Probably not as long.
I don't know how much
There we
was
go.
worth the Lotus Orb pickup was on Slaughter.
What does it purge?
Not much.
You're right, there isn't much. It means Invoker uses himself and Cold Snaps himself, and that's like it.
Yeah.
Not really gonna happen, I don't think. So ET has the Yules. Timber, still no Bloodstone, he's got his Pipe. Pipe against this team, when that could be like a mech, and it could even be Greaves instead. I don't like it, dude. I don't like it at all. Glimmer Cape on the CM. I don't get Pipe this game. Like, what do they have? They have the Requiem. Like, and what?
I think this game has definitely gone the way we predicted it, though.
Yeah, I think the Radiant have made a lot of mistakes.
They didn't execute perfectly.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, they had such a hard thing to pull off
Yeah.
compared to the other team. The other team just had to just win the lanes pretty much, and that was it.
Pretty much, yeah. Just right click people. They've actually caught the PA out here. They go for burst damage. They don't drop the Earth Splitter, catching 2, only 1 in the Chrono again. Keats has swapped out an illusion.
Oh, that wish so well.
Oh, this Witch Doctor is so big. Killed the Void.
That's GG now.
That's
surely.
surely it, yeah. He's used the cheese. Not even going to kill him. Okay, he's just standing there. Don't need to do anything. Finally dropped the Aegis. Gems on the floor.
Just gonna turn
Are you
around,
gonna
hit
pick it up?
barracks. Okay.
There's a Storm for the ET.
This
Dropping
is IDL. We don't
EMP.
need gems.
Just leave it on the floor. Yeah, leave it
Yeah.
on the floor. This is staying here, right? Oh, Kuhan! Kuhan! Report! Report! Report!
That is GG. There we go.
Oh, they couldn't kill the Shadow Fiend. After the 2 ganks mid.
Yeah, that was it.
Just couldn't kill him, yeah.
It's a good game.
Yeah, it kind of went as we thought it would. Yeah, I don't know. I thought the itemization was poor on the Radiant, and I thought that their draft was too difficult. And then they did, like, to be fair, they did get unlucky finding just the Slardar both times they went for that smoke rotation.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think there were some really good individual players on the Radiant team.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
didn't
no,
necessarily, work
like-
together particularly well.
that Sunstrike on the PA when he was taking 2 on top was really nice. There were some really nice chronos, but they
Yeah,
got sort of
there's
3
some
or
good-
4. But
Good
they-
Echo Stomps. There was some.
yeah,
And
good
Timber
splitters, good Timber
Yeah.
plays, some couple of good CMLTs, but the Dire had the counterplay with the Venge against the Chrono. Like if anyone important got chronoed, they'd just like easily counter it.
And with
yeah.
the Bongo just bouncing around and the stun from the Slardar. as
Yeah,
well,
you
it's
can't
just-
even get that much damage out with like all the damage they could put into the Chrono with like if they didn't get the Witch Doctor add in the Shadow Fiend, then they could just zone people out of the Chrono, and it's like, well, good luck.
We need one more, by the way. Wait, my brother left.
Oh, did he? Okay. Who wants to play?
Sorry, I jumped out again.
That's
Yeah. Who wants to play?
I'm up
Who's
for it.
fairer to play?
Let's chuck Hux in if you want to play, mate.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good.
Cool.
Who am I playing with?
B.
So you're on Radiant.
I'm on Radiant. What, the Radiant is just played?
No, you're on Dire. Sorry. So
Okay.
Dave should be on Dire as well. I don't know why he's on
Okay.
Radiant.
I'm not in the lobby.
Let me invite people. Do.
So I'm going into Crunchy Nuts channel.
Yeah, no. You're on Dire, so
No,
you're
it's-
going in. You're going to Pod's channel. I think. Oh, what am I on about? Yeah, you're going into Pod's channel. He's already gone. Good. Everyone
Yeah.
knows where they're supposed to be. Fantastic. Fantastic. So, what did you think of that first game?
I thought, as I say, it was a good game. Good individual plays on the Radiant side. Didn't really work out too much together because I mean, as you say, they were very unlucky with the 2 smoke ganks they did top. Just finding the Slardar and not getting him either time.
Yeah.
Getting did they have the Chrono the first time? I can't remember. They missed the Chrono the second time.
Yeah. But I think any other hero they could probably have burst down.
Yeah.
But you
It was
just-
unlucky. It was very unlucky.
Yeah.
But they did have a very much more difficult draft to try and take advantage of.
Yeah, the
compared to
execution was
the Dire.
not the easiest. And yeah,
when you got
just,
Shadow Fiend getting just so far ahead, it's so hard to come back.
it is. But I mean, that's what Shadow Fiend does. He gets a net worth lead. He's like Alchemist. Like he's supposed to be
Yeah.
ahead. If he's not ahead, you've done something very right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just,
But that's the thing. I mean, his lead enabled the rest of his team to then do more farming and stuff like that. So you ended up with really good items on the Witch Doctor, for instance.
Yeah,
which you
yeah.
shouldn't necessarily have them.
their supports did great that game.
They did very good. I think the Elder Titan did some good roaming early, but missed out on a lot of XP and didn't really have the levels when it really needed it.
Yeah, and that's the difficult thing on Elder Titan is finding those levels because he's a hero
Yeah.
that can't go into the jungle and farm up, whereas like the Witch
It's-
Doctor can, the Venge kind of can.
It's your
Yeah.
classic position 4. Where do you focus
Yeah.
at what
yeah.
time? It's
Yeah,
easily
one
done.
of the hardest roles to get right, I think.
Yeah.
I
it's
find it
very
much
difficult.
easier to be a position 5. than
Oh, so
position
much
4.
easier. Yeah.
You know what you're doing with position 5. Like you're keeping the wards up, you're buying smokes, you're setting up ganks,
Yeah.
you're babysitting your carry when you need to, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Whereas with the 4, you've got to balance that against getting your items as well. And
I'd say position 4 is probably one of the most, I'd say it is actually the most complicated role because I mean the rest are pretty far defined. Maybe
tactically,
apart from off lane, I'm not sure.
tactically, I think 4 is the most difficult. Like technically, obviously, being technically able as a mid hero or an off laner is like assuming like you're playing like an off lane initiator is very important. But yeah, certainly tactically, position 4 is probably the most difficult. What's Keats doing? So, see what will happen for the next game. Did you notice who was drafting for Team B that game? I don't know if
Team
Gino was
B.
drafting.
Well, Gino was meant to be drafting, but
yeah, I don't know. I didn't see.
I didn't take any notice really. I don't know. I mean, they're pretty even teams, I think, player-wise. I think maybe Team A have slightly better people. I'm not sure. It's hard to say.
Yeah, well, so I think where Kuhan's good is at getting an advantage and then leveraging it, and we saw that in that game. He picked up the Shadow Blade and just like exerted his influence on the map, and that's something that Hux is really good at as well. So I think the battle between those two, assuming Kuhan goes mid again, is going to be really interesting because they both have very similar playstyles.
Yeah.
So obviously silence the ban against Hux. I think we're going to see that for the rest of the time.
Yeah. It's pretty standard now.
Yeah.
I hate that hero so much.
Yeah, me too. So where I think Team A have the advantages in the supports, because they have 2 from Keats, Blake, and also James, who are all good support players.
Yeah, definitely.
But obviously, Kurt played the core role in that last game, but having played a game subbed into his team last season, he is a very good support player as well. Whereas on the Team B, I think although Gino is really good at Omni Knight, I think he sometimes struggles on other heroes.
Yeah, he pretty much only plays Omni Knight and Skywrath Mage, which is a kind of
yeah.
random couple to play, but
Yeah, they are. But I mean, he does well with them. It's just, yeah, he does sometimes find himself in odd situations on other heroes like that CM.
well,
He was playing.
he's one of the less experienced people in the league, isn't he?
Well, I think with that CM, like you could see with his positioning, he was just used to being that slight bit tankier.
Yeah.
So kind of betraying his preference for Omni Knight there. So,
Omni really is a run in and do things hero. So
yeah, get in the middle, do shit, be tanky, mess with the opponents. That's what you want to do. So the Spectre pick. No Drow strats this game, no Sniper strats this game. It's going to be Spectre. So last season I played against Kuhan Spectre. I picked Lifestealer, and honestly, I think we were very close to beating it. I think we messed up some execution at key points, which meant that we didn't. But I think it's a sound strategy, and I really hope they pick it this game.
I mean, if they, I think it'd be fine if they gank early, because I mean, I think that's what I remember from the last game, was he didn't have too much of an advantage early, and that helped you in the mid game. But then obviously came online later, because that's what Spectre does. I don't know, if you can keep up the frequency of ganks on him, it should be okay. That, or just completely, ignore him, go split push or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, Spectre's not unbeatable late game. That is the thing that people kind of forget. You do need to pick against him, but you can. Sorry, Spectre's a her. My bad. You do need to pick against her in the late game. So that Nakes is an option. The anti-mage is an option as well. I don't think Weaver or Abaddon do much in the late game, so they're perhaps going for the early game strat. I mean, killing Weaver as Spectre is difficult, but vice versa, it's going to take a long time to kill a Spectre as a Weaver.
It is.
But I'm kind of excited by this Dire draft so far. I think the Radiant draft is a little bit more boring. I think it's like, you know, let's just put people on heroes they like. So obviously you've got the Keat Shadow Shaman, you got the Kuhan Spectre, whereas the Dire. So I know that Hux likes Weaver, and I know that he has expressed to me an enjoyment of Cor Abaddon in the past. So.
Well, my brother plays Weaver as well, and he's that's pretty much his most played hero.
Yeah.
So, that could be an interesting one.
I actually think Abaddon, I don't know about this patch, but certainly in 7.05 it had one of the highest win rates in the game.
Really?
Yeah. I think it was something like 57%, which is
Well, it's
really
a good hero,
high.
isn't it? 'Cause it's so versatile. It can be pretty much any role.
The strong purge with the Aphotic Shield is absolutely broken in situations. Like
I
that,
mean,
like
it'd be quite nice here against the Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, so Hex and Shackles both get purged by that, which is going to be really nice. The other thing they can do is actually Weaver Abaddon is a really strong aggressive dual lane, because Weaver can get really aggressive with the Aphotic Shield on him. And that bit of extra damage, they could just be looking to pressure this Spectre super hard with like an aggro dual lane.
These are some nice bans coming out from the Radiant as well, and banning the Omni Knight again, taking Gino out of his comfort zone.
Yeah, banning the Anti-Mage, another hero that counters the Spectre. So they still have the Nakes pick open, and Nakes with Weaver is really good actually, because you can just Sakuchi in and jump out. But that would mean this is almost certainly a support Abaddon if they pick up the Life Stealer. But like, so with Abaddon, if you're going to play him as a core and you go like the Midas Radiance build, you peak at like 40-45 minutes.
Right.
And I think Spectre's probably already too strong by then.
Probably.
So I think you either want something like the Nakes, which can go toe to toe with the Spectre late game, or you go for an early game, in which case the support Abaddon makes more sense.
Spectre's a difficult one to deal with, because you have to deal with the tanky illusions when she's got heart, and obviously the Radiance burn for the whole time. So
yeah, I mean, so assuming this is a support Abaddon, I don't think the Lich was the right pick. Sure, you get a lot of bounces off of Chain Frost, but they're just hitting illusions. And like,
I think it'd be probably better to go with a lion or something like that.
Lion's so good, just like instantly pop 2 of the illusions, just like done with it. So I guess the thing with Lich is you can get a Dagon, and Dagon does instantly kill illusions. Now.
You can, but that's a lot of farm that you're spending on a item
Yeah,
that doesn't really do much.
You obviously just leave it as a Dagon 1, but you know, for the sake of that, when you could just kill it with like a Lion mana drain, like why would you take the Lich instead? So I don't really understand.
I mean, it's 2,700 gold or something like that, isn't it?
It is a lot, yeah. And Lich does farm
most of a
reasonably
Greaves,
slowly,
so.
yeah. But then if Lich gets a lot of good fights in, it's possible. So Gyrocopter. So I think this is now a support Abaddon.
They've got an interesting strat, haven't they?
I kind of want to see this work. I really want to see it work because they've picked a lot of unusual heroes.
I don't want to be the naysayer, but I think they're doing exactly the same thing as they did first game, and they're giving themselves hard work.
Yeah. Especially when you look at the Radiant and it's like press R.
Yeah.
Question mark, profit.
That's it. And they got Zeus going into a Weaver's just so annoying for the Weaver, isn't it? I mean, it just shuts them down.
Yeah.
And the Disruptor's always good.
I think it's like, so Gyro is, I don't know at what point of the game Gyro beats Spectre. Like obviously,
It's hard to
if he's
say.
miles ahead, yeah, whatever. But even farm, like maybe like level 6 to 12 gyro's better.
I'd say like early. I mean, like so when you've got maxed
Yeah.
rockets.
But then, like, why gyro? There's other heroes that are better at that point of the game as well. I don't. If they're going for a death ball, which could be cool. I don't know about the gyro in that lineup.
Mm,
So Clockwork picked
That's the
up by
first-
the Radiant.
that's the first hero that's anyway difficult to play on on the Radiant team, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And they don't even really need it with the going against what they've got.
Again, it's like it's an interesting hero because we haven't seen much of it. Like I think we've had one previously in IDL.
Yeah.
The Quat picked up as the last pick.
Going against his-
So I am hoping that this is a death ball dire, and they're gonna try and get like S and Y on gyro, Vlad's on Abaddon, Mech on Lich, and just fucking push towers.
They've got a lot of burst, which is nice.
Yeah. So we see Sam
I
pick
don't know,
up the
this could be
Quap.
close.
I imagine this is then going to be Hux on the gyro. Although he could play the Abaddon. I don't know if anyone else on that team plays Abaddon.
Rob will be probably playing the Lich, I reckon. Out of those three.
I think Gino would play the Lich.
Well, maybe he might play the. I don't think he'd play the gyro, but I don't know. He plays everything, so it's hard to say.
Yeah, there is on the
There we go.
gyro. So it's going to be a Hux Abaddon and a Gino Lich. I don't need to tell you who's playing on the other team. Oh, actually, Chris has gone support for this game. We've got the Blake offlane and the mid Sassy the Sasquatch.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris was saying today that he was wanting to play some support, so
Yeah.
maybe he's using it as a bit of a practice for Sunday.
Well, we stuck Chris as support when he subbed in for our team because we know he likes it, and if they're going to ban anti-mage against him, he might as well support.
I mean, I like playing support because, because the thing that annoys me when I'm not playing support is when there isn't good vision on the map.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why is there not good vision on the map?
Yeah.
If I was playing support, then there would be good vision on the map. So, I don't know.
Yeah. But I mean, my support's been great this season, to be honest. Like I can't complain
Yeah,
about that
mate.
at
I
all.
mean, you've been so lucky with your support. They're
Yeah.
horrific to play against.
They are absolutely disgusting. I think Sam was shivering in a ball for about a week after his offlane experience.
Yep, basically.
So we've got a pause here. Start this game from Kuhan. He's trying to install Dota. Well, that would be a good start. Yeah, sure. So on the Radiant, doing introductions while we're waiting for the pause. Yeah, I agree, Sam. What the shit? So, Cool Paris on the Signature Spectre. We've got Crunchy Nut on the Clockwork. Tashi the Sasquatch on Zeus. We've got Fref on the Disruptor and Parakeets on the Signature Shadow Shaman. On the Dire, we've got Donald on the Queen of Pain. We've got Hux on the Abaddon. Goldrian on the Gyrocopter. Gak on the Lich. And Magnus Magnuson on the Weaver. So, in the Dire team's favour, we don't know how well people play against Abaddon because picked it once, I think, in the IDL, and it was as a core. The Weaver, we've seen Magnus Magnuson play to good effect. We've seen Gino play well on the Lich. Gyro, again, something that people might not know what to expect. And Sam is a pretty damn decent Queen of Pain player.
Yep.
Then on the Radiant team, reasons to be sad and question the dream of the team B. Kind of well, I can't really zoom. Can I zoom in here? Okay. That's probably Chief 1. I'm looking at Spectre.
I see.
Chief reason for despair right there. Q Spectre. You see the stats he posted in IDL today in the Slack?
No?
Like 97th percentile Spectre player.
Jesus Christ.
Just kind of ridiculous.
That is mental.
So I think in MMR terms that translates to about like 5.5 or 6k. So his effective MMR on this hero is like 5.5, 6k. Scary stuff. So Gino is DC'd. We'll wait for him. So, prediction for this game then?
Well, like last game, really. The Radiant have a far easier draft to make work. They're on comfort heroes, things that are generally quite easy. Once they get an advantage, they've kept the advantage really.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing Radiant's going to win, to be honest.
I think you're probably right. But yeah, I don't know. I think this like the surprise factor with like some kind of death ball. I think if you execute death ball well, I don't know if teams can react to it super well. So the concern is that the Zeus gets a good start and you're fighting with 50% HP before you started. But then again, if they get some good pulls, Gino, and he gets a decent number of last hits, the mech isn't too far away.
Yep. I mean, the good thing about the Lich is you pretty much always have the EXP advantage in the lane.
Yeah, they're gonna win that. This clock's gonna have a bad game. I'm gonna predict it now.
Yeah, he's not gonna have a great time.
Clock needs to be ahead, and he's not gonna be ahead.
There isn't going to be much. Well, to be fair, there wasn't much they could have picked into their tri lane there, really.
Yeah, that's true.
I probably wouldn't have gone with a clock though. I'd have probably gone with something like a dark seer, which at least be aggressive and stay out of the way and go farm, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so there's something like that. I don't know if anyone on the Radiant plays it, but there's like the Enigma where you kind of do hybrid off lane jungle.
Yeah.
And when the lane's really tough, that kind of allows you to maintain your tempo in the game.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of a safe pick if you've got someone that can do it. Especially since everyone seems to want to ban Silencer out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think if they go tri lane, that's going to be rough. They could go with the Lich. They could go with a dual mid. They could go like Lich Gyro. Apparently that's quite meta at the moment. I don't really know. I haven't watched much Pro Dota recently. They could go with, as I mentioned, like the Abaddon Weaver dual lane, and then do like a Lich Gyro safe lane. I think they can mess this up quite a lot. Like, they've got a lot of options, in my opinion.
I think it would be best to go something like Lich Gyro Abaddon tri lane against the clock, completely destroy him, try and get an easy first tower. Weaver off lane, quad mids. Just seems to be the most. I mean, because the Weaver off lane is going to have not a great time either, but I mean, because it'd be going against what? Disruptor, Shadow Shaman, Spectre, which is pretty nasty.
Yeah. So there's that, and
I mean, you could do Abaddon off lane, I suppose.
Well,
and have
that
Gyro mid. I don't know, it doesn't work.
No,
It's weird.
you need somewhere for the Weaver to go.
Yeah.
I think Lich, unless they're gonna do like the solo Weaver and just like try and outplay people, which is like an option, I guess, then you need to put the Lich there. I actually think probably Lich Weaver would be quite strong. The kill potential on Lich Gyro is really good, but I don't think the Gyro is strong enough in lane to go off lane as a dual lane.
Yeah.
And I think like with the sacrifice, meaning the lane's going to keep pushing towards you, the Weaver's going to get decent farm anyway.
Yeah, so I think you might be right. A Abaddon Weaver dual lane, maybe bot, would be quite nice. That could be very aggressive.
So either Abaddon and go aggressive, but that's kind of difficult into a Disruptor Shadow Shaman.
But you have got the strong purge from the.
Yeah, we all know Keats likes his. I think if they go and gamble on Keats taking level 1 shackles, they can kind of go for the outplay there.
Yeah, I mean he will. There's no way that he won't.
No, he definitely will. In fact, has he already skilled it? No, he hasn't quite already skilled it. But there's the other thing, if you're not getting aggressive with the Aphotic Shield, the Abaddon's kind of useless in the offlane. So I don't know, like maybe they go like for the first couple of waves and see how aggressive they can get, and then they rotate it if it doesn't work.
Yep. I mean, we're yet to see if there's going to be a smoke gank or anything like that.
That's true.
We don't know how the lanes might change after that.
Actually, the level 1 on the die is pretty good. Like if they
do have a lot, don't they?
They would have to take the Frost Blast first, I think, and then you go like Frost Blast into Quap Dagger into the Gyro Rocket Barrage. I think that's probably enough for a first blood. Which does mean you don't have the sacrifice level 1. Which might gimp their lanes a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it at that point.
Like Aphotic Shield, Barrage, and like Dagger, I think that'd probably be enough.
You're relying on the Quap getting into range for the Shadow Strike, and Quap's space move speed is not the highest. So you would have to like catch someone from behind or something, and just like it's leaving a bit to chance. I guess like what you could do is hold the skill point on the Lich, and then if you need the initiation with the Frost Blast, you can use it. That's an option. You can also pick up like a Orb of Venom on the Weaver, although he's gone straight for Basie. Actually, looking at what the Weaver's bought, he's bought a Basie and 4 Tangos. There's no way he's going off lane with that. Or if he isn't, he's an idiot. And I don't think he's an idiot.
To be fair, the Radiant have quite a good level 1 gank potential as well.
There's the Glimpse. If you get into melee range with the Clockwork, that's first blood, because Battery Assault is disgusting. Got the Shackles to get the Clock into melee. Honestly, they could just go like with Keats and the Clockwork and try and get a cheeky pick off. I think that's probably enough.
That's all you need. That level 1 Shackles.
Especially like if you shackle into like the Battery Assault, then that means that they will stay close enough to the Clockwork that you can start getting the right clicks off on the Shadow Shaman, and as we know, his base damage is just disgusting. I mean, look, he's got 76 damage.
That's crazy.
And he has like 2 Iron Branches for stats. That's just like... Is that second or third highest base damage in the game now? Like, Treant's still top, but must be like second or third.
Spirit Breaker.
Is Spirit Breaker even that high? I think Spirit Breaker's in the 60s.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't know, he's quite high. Chaos Knight's pretty high.
Yeah, but again, I think it's like 60 something. I don't think it's 70 something.
It is pretty damn massive, that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, is Shadow Shaman mid a thing again? Like, I mean, you get a bloody...
If it ever was going to be, it would be now. But it's not.
It was a thing a while back, wasn't it, though? It was...
Yeah, I think, like, you can't... If you're going mid Shadow Shaman, you can never use Shackle, because, like, your hero standing still for so long.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
I mean,
just
unless they're under the tower, yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe I think it'd be fun. It'd be fun. I don't think it'd be good. I think it'd be fun. Obviously, Ether Shock's a really good skill.
It is.
You have the Hex as well. I'm sure, like, if you went on YouTube, you could find a video of Miracle doing it with like Armlet or something.
Don't think that really counts, does it?
Well, no. I mean, Miracle does it. It doesn't mean it's a thing. It means that Miracle's Miracle. I'm gonna see if we've got anyone on Twitch chat. Post your questions now, if you have any. If anyone's watching.
Josie might be watching.
Josie might be watching. Following. Oh. How do I mute this? Damn it. Okay, there we go. Hey, Mike's watching. Hi Mike, how you doing? Keith is watching. Andy's watching. We actually have 3 viewers, like 3 legit viewers.
My God.
Hi Keith.
This is like the best turnout we've ever had.
I know.
Like, overall.
Like, yeah, because we have, like, we have 12 people in the actual game, and then we have 3 people watching, and we had Mike as well. Mike is in Miss Hug. Pretty legit.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I think he's still, like, in the chat. I don't know if he's paying attention anymore. Why is JC not watching? What's JC doing? JC's
Probably
playing
playing
Payday.
Payday.
Payday. Press F to win. That's what I hear. I have no idea if that's like accurate to Payday, but that's what was said when it was discussed at work the other day.
I mean, it looks quite a fun game. I've never played it.
Nelson is Silk Breakering. Good luck, man. Hope you get some 3 stars. Yeah, that swapping game one was disgusting. It was so good.
It was that one just out of the
Out of the Sunstrike. Yeah, it was so good. Play the game. Definitely.
easily.
Scrubbed out in zone 1. Ouch. Ooh.
I bet for that play as well, Keats just kind of was like, "Oh, I could use my ultimate, can't I?"
Oh yeah. I didn't know what even happened.
Oh, he's just pressing buttons, me.
Yeah. Can I go back to the jungle now? Bring out our best Bristolian.
Oh, love it. Oh, come on. Is he really actually reinstalling Dota? Come on, this is crazy.
I think he crashed and then it like... It's happened to me before and it used to be a really big deal for me because I had like literally 2 megabit internet.
Jesus.
This is the most frustrating thing. Fortunately they brought fibre into my area so now I have decent internet. Hence you can actually see this game. Could not stream at all on my old internet. I guess I could have streamed PowerPoint. I could have done that.
Nice. Nice.
Everyone likes.
Anybody out there listening, I totally recommend fiber for one person. It is the fucking bomb.
Oh man, yeah. What's the time? It's 10 to 10. Oh shit, if we go to a game 3 it's gonna be quite the marathon sesh.
Oh, it's gonna be entertaining on the VOD, isn't it?
I might cut this out. I think our chat's been reasonable, but
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think people want to watch like a static screen for like 15 minutes. Like says, heart for fibre is strong. Agreed, man. Gino said 10 minutes 2 minutes ago. Okay.
I mean, he did have a problem. What was it? How many? I think it was about a month ago, didn't he? Where he couldn't rejoin.
Yeah. But I mean, at least like the benefit here is that if we need to remake, we can, because we're right at
Yeah.
the start of the game. So there's that. Um,
Could always swap someone in.
yeah. Yeah. We'll give him like he said 10 minutes 2 minutes ago, so another 8 minutes. So we'll give him like until 10. And then if he's not back, then we can swap you in or something.
Yeah. I mean, I've not looked at anyone yet, so don't have that advantage. So
Yeah. I did tell you what the Weaver build was, but he'd be on his team, so that'd be fun.
yeah,
And he could always buy something different.
indeed.
Although I have discussed quite a few strats with you, so I mean that.
Mate, I'm just elite enough. I just listened to them. I let you speak. That was what it was.
Yeah.
Though to be fair, I really wouldn't like to play on that team. As much as I do like playing Lich as well, that'd be.
You have that much confidence in their draft.
I do not have much confidence in that. No, it is... I don't like it. I mean, because they're just playing into such annoying heroes.
I don't like Gyro at all. I think Gyro is absolute garbage.
To be fair, Gyro, his stun is stupid now for some reason. Just does too much damage in my opinion.
I want
And
it
it takes
to work.
ages to kill.
Yeah,
It's
I want it
just-
to work, but I don't think it is good. Have a look at it. What's the So max damage is 500 at level 4, and it's a 3-second stun.
Jesus Christ.
It takes 5 hero
crazy.
hits or 10 tower hits to destroy the rocket.
That's mental.
It's on an 11-second cooldown.
It's just stupid.
Remember when people used to get stats instead of homing missile?
Yeah. Those are the days. Ah.
What's Gyro's talents? 6% spell amp, that's bollocks. 30 damage, 15% magic resistance, that's okay I guess. 20% cooldown reduction? You could go like a caster Gyro build, that would be pretty cool. So what would the cooldown? 20% off 45 is that's 9 seconds off, right? So that's 36. Then if you had Octarine as well, the Octarine reduction, 25%. So that would be another like 13.5 seconds.
That's pretty
Well,
nice.
that's actually like a roughly 22 3-second cooldown on cooldown. That's actually kind of legit. And then like flat cannon would be down to about 15-second cooldown. Rocket would be 5 seconds roughly. Rocket barrage would be like, obviously rocket barrage is just fucking constant at that point. It lasts for 3 seconds and the cooldown would be probably less than 3 seconds.
Oh, definitely.
I kind of want to try that now.
I was really gutted that they changed Gyro's ags. I like the one I had before.
What, the
Which is
global
ulti.
cooldown?
It was so good. Because people just weren't expecting it in my MMR. They were just there like, oh, I'm suddenly being attacked. Oh no.
We can Ollie and what? So we have 4 minutes to decide what's going to happen with this game. Can we remake lobby in the meantime? Can we not rejoin?
Yeah, wait to see if you can rejoin.
Oh, Gino said 6 minutes at 9:56. He said 12 minutes at 9:45, so his Dota's lying.
I'm sure we can wait. That's 2 minutes. That's...
Yeah. You know, ETA 5 minutes. I guess so.
I mean, we're not waiting like 20 minutes extra, are we? So that's not too bad.
Guess not.
Not that I'm weaseling out of this. This is going to be an interesting game. It really is.
Better be after this, like, wait for it. if it's just, imagine it's just crap, and it's like boring, and it's just like nothing happens for an hour, and then Spectre wins the game. That'd be so lame.
That'd be bollocks. I either want it to be like, I want it to be a stomp one of two ways, or really good team fights or something. There has to be.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got the potential for a really good team fight. They've got a good team fight, ultis on both sides, good initiative.
I mean, they can, like, if they get the cooldown reduction talent on Gyro and then like the Ags on Quap, their downtime is really low.
Mm.
So like just that constant fighting death ball build is actually not bad. They got like they got that option, and they got like the just like push at, get like your 2000 gold items up and push at like 15-20 minutes.
Mm. To be fair, the Ags on Quap this game is a good show, I think, going into their heroes.
Yeah, so is it still pure? Yeah, it's still pure damage. So that's going to be really nice against the Spectre throughout.
Yep.
Especially until he gets the heart. Until she gets the heart, sorry. But I mean, once she does have the heart, it's probably not going to do that much.
No. But it should blow up all the rest of them quite nicely.
Yeah. Yeah, Disruptor's not going to last long against that. And it being pure damage, Glimmer Cape does nothing.
Mm-hmm. Just thinking about it, they don't really have much chance of killing many rockets on the Radiant side, because they've only really got Zeus and Disruptor with decent range enough to get in and hit the bloody thing.
Yeah.
As it goes past, and Zeus probably won't be there.
Yep.
And Zeus's attack animation is garbage.
It is. But his attack is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Does it stop me? Yeah. Apparently it stops my voice coming through in game when I tab out. That's not.
Huh.
I didn't know that. Huh. That is weird. Oh well, I'll come through on the VOD.
No, it's fine. I don't know if I'm going through or not.
I think you are.
I think I'm going through on the VOD. I think I heard myself on the VOD.
Yeah. Do you have is there like a speech bubble in your right hand side of your screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're coming through in game.
Okay, cool.
Two minutes left for Gino.
Oh, Gino, come on. Bum, 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 bum. Thing is, by the time we remake and stuff, he might have joined as well. So there we go.
Yeah, we'll just wait. We might have to remake anyway. Be able to rejoin, but hopefully he can rejoin.
Yeah. I couldn't play on shitty internet anymore. It would just be. I mean, that's what I learned to play on shitty internet.
Yeah. I
Ah,
cut my teeth on Storm Spirit with 120 ping.
yeah, sounds about right.
So
That's what I
when I
used to-
started playing on like 15 ping, I was just smashing people. It was great.
I noticed I died a lot less as soon as I upgraded my internet. Which is...
Well, one of the things with Storm particularly is that his backswing animations are really long. So the lower your ping is, the faster you can cancel them, which means the more drastically improve the amount of damage you can get out. So like for example, his static remnant is a 0 cast point, but there's a 0.9 second backswing animation. So like if you shift clicked static remnant and then right click someone, it would take like almost a full second before you actually right click them. So yeah, with heroes like that, you really need like low latency to be able to cancel the animation quickly and get your next command in. Oh, Gino's back in Dota.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop whoop. Yeah. Give him the horse. I'm going to leave chat up on my phone. I might not remember to look at it, but feel free to send some questions and I'll try and look at them. Yeah, yeah.
Did you legit go and play Overwatch?
Oh man. I might actually redo the animation so we can just cut all this shit out and then the introductions, so we can just cut all this shit out and start from here.
Fair play.
Sweet. Alright, so we're here with no pause for this second game. We got Parakeets on the Shadow Shaman, we got Sassy the Sasquatch on the Zeus. Oh my fucking god. Is he trolling? He's trolling. To be fair, that was pretty funny. Crunchy on the Clockwork, Cool Paris on the Spectre, and Fref on the Disruptor. We got Donald on the Queen of Pain. We have Hux on the Abaddon, moving towards bot lane. We have Goldrion on the Gyrocopter. We have Gak on the Lich, and we have Magnus Magnuson on the Weaver. So, kind of looks like a Gyro Abaddon dual lane, which we did not predict, and I think is bollocks. So, that's gonna go great.
Lots of ping in there.
So this item build is wrong. Like the 340, but he has 340 gold left. Buy a fucking salve, mate. You're gonna need it. Like you're not gonna get away with this lane with only having 4 tangos. Even if you're spamming a photic shield, it's not that much of a heal. That ward needs to be on the high ground. I know you've blocked that camp, but that's actually bad for you. You want to be able to pull that camp yourself, particularly if you're getting aggressive. They can just stack this camp and do
already.
I'm gonna be savage to Hux because I mean I can. So yeah, another boring early game. I think probably people had enough. Oh, it's Repiv! Hi Repiv! Give me the Kappa pride. Thanks, dude.
Doing aggro try?
Okay, yeah. Alright. I still think the Weaver's a better hero in the aggro try than the Gyro. The Gyro needs levels.
Yeah. Definitely,
Weaver
yeah.
can kind of get away. He can kind of catch up with the farm. I guess Gyro can with the flat cannon, but it's going to be difficult. I think you kind of need to snowball. They're just trying to pressure this Spectre out early. But again, like, I don't like Hux's 3 tangos in an aggressive try. It's not enough. And like the only 4 on the Geno as well. It's just not enough regen.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Weaver's going to have an easier time against the clock top.
Well, so
Gyro would.
I recant my prediction from that pause that didn't happen, and the clock is going to have a really good game because the Weaver can't push him out of lane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at, like, they're half regen down already. They still got like 1 tango's worth of health missing each. The Gyro's the only one who's brought enough regen to this lane, in my opinion. And they can't catch the Disruptor. He's just going to glimpse him if he gets anywhere near him. They've actually left the isolated Gyro here. Gets a lot of damage onto the Shadow Shaman, who has skilled shackles, because of course he has. So Huck's just kind of trying to bully the Disruptor a bit. That's a decent use of his time, I think. Just keep the Spectre away from the farm. So Spectre has still got 5 last hits somehow. He should have none, honestly, like with an aggressive tri lane. I know they've been fucking around with the supports, but like still, like Gyro against. I mean, Gyro's base damage bollocks, and he does have a Quelling Blade, but I don't know.
I mean, aggressive tri lanes don't really have the best record in IDL.
That's true. I think the one that we ran against the team D, whoever Will played Spectre on, was it Team B? No, it was Team B. So when they ran that Spectre, we absolutely crapped on him, and we set ourselves up to win that game, and we completely fucked it up and threw. And that is no reflection on how the tri lane went, I don't think. I think it's still good. Chris needs to reinstall Dota, apparently, even though he's in the game. Apparently there is actually a problem. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, like Hux has no regen left.
Yeah,
They
they
don't
don't
no
have...
HP. They don't have the shrine for another 2 minutes. It's not enough. Buy a salve. Look, this regen is not enough. They got the first blood on the Spectre. That's good. Look, he has a salve. He's going to pop the salve and he's going to be ready to fight. Abaddon is not ready to fight. Noob. Noob.
Yeah.
Right. So, what with all the little battles going on, pretty low last hitting game. Zeus has 8. Dude, you have Arc Lightning. Did he like start the game without?
Maybe he doesn't really play Zeus. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I just wonder why he didn't start the game with
We have been kind of ignoring the other lanes.
So there was a big fight bot, and I missed it completely. So Abaddon has no HP. He's gonna pop the Biotic Shield. I think he's still gonna die.
Yeah.
One more right click. Yeah, with the version.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
the
doesn't have
tri-lane
Decimate.
failed.
Okay, yeah.
They need to.
Yeah, I think you're right.
They need to get out of this now.
No, so they have their big power spike coming up, which is this 5-minute shrine. So they can get really aggressive, go out of the lane, regen up, and come back. They need to make use of this. If this is going to work, this is when it works. So Hux has his almost has his tranquil boots up.
I mean, the Weaver's doing pretty good top against the.
So the Quap is in a really good spot. The Weaver's farm is terrible. Fresh is dead at the rotation from the Quap. So yeah, Quap is the only hero with anywhere near, I would say, reasonable farm at this point, and it's still bad. There's 12 CS on a 1v1 and 9 CS. Like he has 11 denies. Just focus on last hitting, dude. Like no one in this game apart from not like how's the Zeus going to deny a crop? No one in this game has decent farm. No one at all. Everyone should be ashamed of themselves and should go into a lobby and practice last hitting.
Two Hands given up and is doing PvE.
He's level 3 as well. That's really good for the Dire if he's doing that.
Yeah.
So they still have the Shrine available. They are getting nice and aggressive, which I like. Just really bullying the Disruptor, forcing him way back. But they are letting Kuhan get back into lane. So actually, like his support's doing this, like occupying these two, is a really good use of Chris's time. He's doing really well there.
Yeah.
And Keats brings out an item. He's gonna die for it. So he's not. Gonna, the Aquatic Shield's gonna pop eventually, and he's gonna die. He's gonna be in range. Oh, how did that not get him?
What a deny!
Really good deny. How did the Aquatic Shield? What? I
think he was walking
was
around
there.
the tree, and that was what it was. The
Man,
model was too big. It made it go around the tree. That's crazy. So close.
I can't believe he survived. But yeah, look, like that. They didn't get the kill. Even if they had got the kill, this is a dead Shadow Shower.
Dead Keats.
Rip. And the Clockwork kills the Weaver, which is not something I thought I'd say.
Not great.
Weaver's level 5, Clockwork's level 7. What is going on? How is this lane going like this?
Just maybe I don't know. Maybe he's just a really good clock. He did go and farm in the jungle a little bit, I think.
So Andy's pointed out in chat that we did lose that game. We did lose that game, but I think the aggressive try worked, as I said. This Zeus... I think he could dive this. Zeus has... Look, check his mana, he has nothing. Go, go, go! Blink, scream, drop the Shadow Strike, right click him twice, he'll be dead. Guaranteed. See, now he has mana, now you have to be scared. Alright, now he doesn't have mana again. He could go in here. I don't think he would kill. I don't think he would die.
I think Sam's been too used to our nerd herd antics.
That was a really nice Aquatic Shield. He needs to go and share the damage. Go and share the damage. Hux, go share the damage. You need to run round me. He's not going to get him.
That's dead.
If Hux ran around the shield, around the disruptor barrier, and shared that damage, they would have killed the clock. That was a misplay. Yeah, I think this. They've not even used the shrine. I don't think they've really. Ooh, that was weird. Okay. Right. Oof. So, dead Keats. It's gonna be a dead Spectre.
Oh,
I mean, like when they have everything, they are
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah.
It's just they don't often have everything.
Oh, that was nice.
That's
Nice blocking each other there.
That's a bad juke. That was the wrong juke to make. He's dead.
Yeah.
He needs
That's
just-
very good. For
If
them.
he just ran towards the tower, he would have survived because the Abaddon can't dive him yet. He doesn't have level 6. So that was nice for them.
Gina
Go
has-
shrine, go shrine, go shrine, go shrine, go shrine, go back in.
Gino has 5 kills already.
Is Gino smashing it? That lich.
Frostblast is fun.
Let's look at the net worth because those last hits are depressing me. This is dead Gyro.
And that is a dead Gyro.
I don't know if these net worths are probably more depressing, if anything.
It's a Vanguard on the Spectre.
I wonder if Dave just wants to go to bed and he's just throwing.
the shackle's coming out. Oh, the shackles.
Hux. That's a dead Spectre.
Yeah.
Nice.
Probably a dead Keith as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can just get
definitely.
after him. He's got the rocket barrage soon. He doesn't even need it. Yeah, nice. This is a brawly game. I like it. I like what's going on in this bot lane. This is good fun.
Yeah.
This
is.
mid lane's shit. This top lane's shit. Yeah.
I think
let's stay on bot lane.
it's fun. It's fun bot. The mid lane shit and the top lane doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was such a good hook shot though.
Again, like I.
Completely missed.
How
Completely,
did
like,
how did he get the level advantage in the first place such that he could do that? I don't really
doesn't
know.
make sense.
I don't know. Lucky says the stream's bitrate isn't high enough for 1080p. Wow, whatever. Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna do it halfway through though. Using the arc lightning a lot to get those last hits, so I don't know, like with the Zeus, if you can like not use your mana to farm, then it's good. Like, and that, like, he wasn't. There's no one here. There's no
Yeah.
reason to use your mana to last hit these. Like, he's just missed a last hit for no reason. You
Yeah.
could get it with, yeah. Go right click him. There we go. Hello. Okay, back to bottom. Gino's gone for a little wander. I think it's a bit premature. You want to get your level 6 first. Buck's still going for his level 6. He's going to try and get a little bit aggressive on the Shadow Shaman. He's going to quite be able to do it. I don't know why that range creep aggro to him. I mean, I know range creeps have like a longer acquire.
Yeah, it's
On their
annoying
aggro.
how.
But,
You
like,
notice
how
it
does
so
it
much
see
in
it?
the. Yeah, there you really notice it in the Radiant jungle.
So the Haunt committed, that's a dead gyro. Gino almost going down as well. So they've still got the Queen of Pain. Oh, it's going to be glimpsed out, which has saved her. So that prevented that from being a 3-for-1. And slightly unfortunate play by the Disruptor there.
Oh,
Trying to save his own
ward
skin,
trap.
but she was ward trapped. If I bet Keats is raging right now, but he's like, you fucking noob, what are you doing? You should know
Keats
I'm about to ward trap her. Just believe in the Keats.
Keats probably didn't know that it was a hero. Just thought it was.
I
another
probably just
creep.
dropped him. He's like, oh yeah, I'll drop him here. Yeah.
I haven't used this yet.
Yeah. I've got this button. What's this do?
Fucking, oh, it's magic. He is.
He is
He might be dead now though.
dead looking Keats.
Oh no!
Why didn't he go for another hit? He's
Popped
dead.
his one.
Dead Keats
Now
now.
he's dead. No, he's not.
He's got 13 HP. Hux is still level 5. This Clockwork's doing so much work.
Yeah.
That is. Is that Jory going to survive?
No, that's
Share the
dead Gyro.
damage. Share the damage. Oh, he got lucky for a couple of hits.
Might be
Another
dead.
Weaver.
What? No. Oh my
Oh,
god.
Shadow Shaman! Sticks up. He's got enough.
He's
now.
still not dead. Oh, there we go.
He's probably going to get this guy if he goes for him. Sue.
Yeah, he should
No,
get it
he's-
now.
he's backed up.
What? Ah.
Come on. Make the plays. Dead. What? It's ground targetable, dude. Can't juke you.
This game doesn't
DD
make
on the
sense.
It doesn't make sense at all. So what's Spectre doing? He's got a Vanguard. Probably a sensible plan. In a tough early game. His farm's going to be really quite slow though, having gone for the Vanguard first. He doesn't even have the face beats yet.
Got wards in an odd position, I think, from the Dire side.
I like
Okay.
them. They're quite aggressive, but this one in particular, like,
Yeah, I don't
if,
get
if that tower was down, yes,
Yeah.
and this one too, if that tower was down, yes. The current time, I don't think so. This is dead gyro.
Another dead gyro.
So
This is not good.
This
for
is
Gyro.
what I was saying. Like the clockwork, if you can't zone him out of lane, he's gonna have a really good time. And then
Yeah.
he's just getting these solo pickoffs all the time now.
I mean, let's
Crop
be
pops
fair,
the
this is-
DD. This mid tower's going to take a beating. Probably going to take it. The
It's probably
support
gonna die,
is
yeah.
available. Obviously, no rocket having used it. Sorry, no hook shot. He does have the rocket flare maxed. That's going to provide a little bit of D-push. Sam's probably feeling a little bit vulnerable on that health tunnel, which is probably wrecked. If I was them, I'd go with the Zeus, bolt him, force out the blink, and then horn. I got for the play! Oh, I bounced to the... Bounced to
That
the
was
ancients.
unlucky with the bounces.
That was pretty unlucky.
Well, it's a shame really that the clocks had such a good time for the Dire, because the clock was the hardest thing to pull off.
Yeah. He's just missed the trap on the kinetic field, but I think that's probably a dead weaver anyway. Yeah, he's dead
it is now with the,
Sure.
what's it called? Thunderstrike, that's what it's called.
Yeah. I think it's just one trap Hux. Does Hux has his ultimate? Yeah, he's just gonna regen back up. Tell you, he might still die. Honestly, he's attack. He kill that one. Kill that one. Oh, he's out. Where's he gone? He's gone on. Wow. Oh. Rip. So Quap gets out. That's good.
Yep.
Dead Keats.
It's good.
They're gonna go for the shrine up.
Try to push a mid.
Go for the defend here while Gyro
Split
pushes mid.
push.
That's nice. I like this. They can definitely take this fight.
Yeah.
Go for the Zeus. Go for the Zeus. Go for the Zeus. He does so much damage and he's so squishy. Yes, good pick off. Right. Now you want to turn onto the Disruptor. Leave the Spectre. He's too high. Nice. That was a good fight. Take the tower.
This is done well. They got mid tower as well.
Yeah, and the Gyro's push came in now for the bot push. He's brought his Aquila. That should be a bot tower now. They're actually going for another kill into the Shadow Shaman. They find him with the Blink Scream. Cleaning out those creeps there. Quap has been shielded slightly after the shackles started, but did purge off the Hex and prevented all the damage. They're going to take this tower too.
Yeah, that's good for them. Trading.
Very good for them, yeah. They have lost top to Clockwork. What? Clockwork pushing towers. Okay. Alright.
This game doesn't make sense.
It does not make sense. Why has Clock got a fucking Vanguard? What the fuck? Oh my god.
Sitting on treads. I love it. This is great.
I mean, like, Crimson Guard is okay. But, like, if you're snowballing on Clock, you don't get bloody Crimson Guard. Chris is not having a fun game here. What's he now? 1 and 8. He's getting crapped on.
Jesus.
Well, you wanted to play support, Chris.
Oh, that's gonna put him off, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is.
Chris, we've already got too many supports on Nerd Herd.
Yeah, nothing personal, just you shit. I think he's in alt range. 350. No, maybe not. I'm wrong.
Oh.
So, Quap's still top of the net worth with the Spectre lagging just behind. So I think, given the start of the game, Spectre will be pretty happy with the position she finds herself in.
Yep.
Like,
The clock
this
being-
farm is super slow, and Clock being third on the net worth is ridiculous. That shouldn't happen.
That is just wrong.
So Abaddon gonna heal back to
Being
full, but
so
he's
far
just gonna
down as
die. Yeah, that's the problem with Abaddon. If you get caught out, like, your ultimate does some stuff, but not much else.
You don't really have an escape, do you? So yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing with the clock. Normally Abaddon can just pop out and TP out. Wow, that's a melty lich. And Quop just about survives. Oh, she sticked up. She has the Orchid now actually. So Quop's gonna walk out. This looks like a dead Shadow Shaman, to be honest. I don't think there's
Yeah,
any
that is with
way
the
out for
homing
him.
missile.
Yeah, just throws out the fuck you, Ether Shock. Again, Kuhan just like he's kept to this area of the map where there's not really much going on, and he's finding his farm, which is exactly what he needs to do right now. Gone for the horn play. I mean, there are quite a few low heroes. The Abaddon going to keep the gyro alive. They might. Oh, that was quite unlucky. That was actually quite unlucky. Clock does have a blade mail now, which is going to prevent them from finishing him off. Quop picked up the disruptor. Everyone on their team they missed the clock hook. Everyone on their team should have sticks.
Yeah.
Most of them do, to be fair. Wow.
There we go.
What happened there? He seemed to
He
just
died
like drop
from-
dead.
It was Shadow Strike.
Oh, did he have Orchid on him?
Must have done.
Yeah, because he died from more than a tower hit or a Shadow Strike tick. Yeah, must have been the Orchid popping. Scouting armor almost got the gyro.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Pretty damn close.
yeah. Alright, they're going to need a pipe. I think it's going to be the Abaddon that's got to get it, but I don't know where he's going to find the farm.
That'd be the most sensible choice.
Yeah.
I don't know, this game is so weird.
Yeah. I mean, the pipe's going to be good because obviously the Spectre's going to go for the Radiance. It's going to block that damage and it's going to block the Lethal as well. Probably a pretty cool pickup. They've gone for smoke.
Yeah.
They are looking
They
for
managed
the
to find
Spectre.
the
They've realised
Spectre,
where he
that's
is,
be
but
good.
they're going to
They're probably
find
gonna
the
find-
Shadow Shaman first. That's really unlucky. Oh
Yeah.
man, they really wanted the Spectre there. They've done
That's a
well.
shame.
Get one, but it's not the one they wanted.
Instead, they had to put up with Keats on his way to some PvE.
Yeah. Offer some jungle action. So Gyro is going for the Ags, which gives the side cannon now. I don't see how that's remotely good.
I don't like it in general.
I think it's crap. But I think Gyro's crap, so I don't know. I think it's
I
actually
know my brother likes playing it with the side cannon, but I don't like it.
I think it's arguably worse than the old Ags.
Yeah.
And the old
Gave
Ags
you so
wasn't
many
good.
more options.
The old Ags wasn't good.
It wasn't good, but it was fun. And
I wonder where it came in. Did you see Sunsfan did another Ags tier list? I wonder where it was in that.
yeah, I meant to watch that.
I'm willing to bet it was bottom half, at least.
There's so many now, isn't there, as well? So.
Yeah, and there's so many really good ones actually.
Hmm.
It's just like, especially compared to some of the other Ags, it's absolute bollocks.
Hmm.
So what's the attack frequency on it? Can you check? Tell you.
So every 1.6 seconds, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, that's just so slow.
Yeah.
Oh, they blocked the hook shot. And they've actually picked. Oh, that's a really good silence onto the Zeus, and the Lich Ult's going.
It's a very
That's
good
a
Lich Ult.
huge Lich Ult. Crunching up, getting the Abaddon ult popped. Jumped in with the Queen of Pain.
Get out now.
The Spectre's still healthy. The Clockwork's still healthy. Got the He used his ultimate, so he's not going to be able to get too aggressive. But the Weaver's still on the back line. I don't think they'll be able to do anything here.
Just take
tower
back.
Yeah,
Oh god, I'm
that's
yawning
a nice
now.
little cheeky
Jesus.
tower.
Yeah.
So if the clock's going for Ags now, I think if he didn't have the Vanguard, he would almost have the Ags. They're not going to get
Nah, that's it.
Fuck. The Abaddon has just burned all his mana.
Yeah, they need to back now.
They really do. Back, yeah.
That might be a dead.
He needs to
gyro.
TP. He needs to TP.
He's a dead gyro. They should have backed earlier, really. I mean,
Yeah.
they didn't really stand to gain anything from that after the tower. I mean,
No, and they lost the Quap and the Gyro. It's just like they had a decent fight, a great Lich ult. They picked off the Zeus before he could do any damage. I wonder if the Zeus actually did the Zeus get the Quap? We got the Quap. Neutral creep. Okay. Died to jungle. Well done, Sam.
it's nice to see my captain carrying the team.
So they've gone for a smoke up here. Yuhan's actually going to go farm, I think. So he's got his relic. He's close to. Yeah. So if they were paying attention, they would have seen that he just appeared, and they'll know that a smoke play's coming. But I don't think. No, that's fairly obvious that they didn't know that was coming.
Yeah.
The Gyro's going to survive this. If they can pop the shrine, the Queen of yeah, there we go. Pop the shrine. That Lich ult did so much. If they can get the clockwork here, this will be a really good play.
Yeah.
The counter play there was really nice.
Yeah.
The team coming in, popping the shrine. Actually, what happened when the Gyro first TP'd in, he still had the fountain regen going. So that meant he actually tanked a lot of the damage from the static storm.
That's a big item.
That's a dead
There
courier.
goes the courier.
But
That's unlucky they didn't get it just before.
Yeah,
then,
really
just
unfortunate.
got the radiance.
Can they bring down? So he's going to do a lot of damage here.
This is the radiance going to work.
Yeah. Right, so
Look at he's just walking around.
this is the good thing about Abaddon, is that the radiance won't do much, and they actually get the kill. That is totally worth it.
Yeah.
For the Spectre. Can they get the Clockwork needs to use his blade mail, and he's going to kill himself on the Clockwork. They're not going to be able to get the Clockwork either.
Wasn't a great ulti.
It was okay, they got two of them. That's a dead Abaddon. What can the Weaver do here? He's going to just die. Ooh!
Zeus nearly dead to creeps.
30 HP. Go on, Quap. You know. Oh, Quap, go on. Little taunt. Like it. Is Quap going for Yules? Yeah, Quap's going for Yules. I don't know why.
Just so she can use it and then blink out, I'd imagine.
I guess so, yeah. But like, if you get caught in Static Storm, I guess you can you dodge Glimpse with yours? You can actually.
Probably.
It would make sense.
Yeah, it makes you immune. Doesn't make you invulnerable, so I'd imagine.
Anyone in the chat know if you can dodge Glimpse with yours? I know you can dodge it with Manta if you time it perfectly. Hook shot onto the Lich. This is a dead Lich. Ward's here doing work.
This clock is having a fun game.
What's he got now? He's got like 10-0 on the clock. That is the position you want to be in. Right, so, but doesn't mean this Vanguard's good. It's still shit.
Well, it's keeping him alive.
But he's like not been that close of dying. If he had the Ags like a little sooner instead, it'd have been just as tanky. And then you can pick up like a 4-staff, and then so the real like thing that I didn't get about playing Quap for a long time is that you need to know when to pivot, because the hero pivots from ganker solo killer into initiator, and when you pivot at that point, you need to get the fuck out of there because you can just die really quickly. And at that point, having a 4-staff and a BKB is really nice. And I feel like he's in danger of getting to the point where he's just a big bag of gold, throwing himself into a fight and dying.
This is true.
But for now, it's going to work because the Dire side are reasonably underfarmed. Everyone in this game is underfarmed, actually. I mean, like 12. I don't know, like what a rough benchmark is or should be for this time in the game, but 12,000 net worth on the top seems low to me.
Yeah, I mean he's only got one big item, hasn't he? And that's pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's quite a big item, but
yeah. So the Gyro has finished his axe. Let's see if this turns him into an explosive killing machine. My bet is still on no. No, it doesn't.
1.1 seconds. That's what it is.
So we've just
600
gone
radius. That's quite long.
600 radius. That's like bench stun range or something, isn't it? Reasonable.
Yeah.
For smoke here, they kind of have some spidey sensors that something's happening. Oh. If I was it's hard to say, like, you know, what you would have done, but I think Zeus should have tried to bolt the ground there. Like, if they suspected that there was someone around there. Like, if you're checking it with the kinetic field, you might as well just check it with the bolt, because that would actually interrupt the TP as well. Smoke play from the Dire here. No observer would spot it. They're going for the Spectre. This is going to be a nice pick off if they can get it.
Don't think they're going the wrong way.
Oh, that's really unlucky. They're going to see him now. Are they going to turn? Yes.
Oh,
that is the correct play. They have enough duration on the smoke left. Yep. They're running to the right place. He needs to go into trees and TP now, but he's not going to.
Silence, he's dead.
That is a dead Spectre. Look how much damage. Look how much damage he does to them. With the
That's
dispersion.
crazy. Dispersion and radiance.
They're going to need BKBs.
Yeah.
And the clock just goes in.
Klima. Here he goes.
I think they're going to get him now. I think they're going to get him.
That's 3.
And this is when the 4 stuff would be good. Yep, see, he's just given the Weaver like almost 1,000 gold. Yeah, 860.
Yeah, but that is a team wipe.
They did team wipe, but if he had a 4 staff instead of the fucking Vanguard, he would have lived, and they would have team wiped anyway.
But maybe if he hadn't had the Vanguard, he wouldn't have survived the first 3 kills.
I think he would.
It's hard to say.
So Vanguard is roughly the same amount of gold as the 2 tanky parts of Ags. So why not just get the 2 tanky parts of Ags?
I think it probably would have been a better idea to get the blade mail before getting the Vanguard at least.
Yeah. The clock build is like either mana boots or again he's got power treads, which is rubbish. Yeah, either mana boots or face boots into blade mail, into Ags, into 4 stuff. Yeah. I'm all for changing up item builds, but I don't think that's the right way to do it, personally.
We've got a pipe coming up on Lich.
Like, it kind of made sense in like a really cowardly way if he was going to build it into the Crimson Guard, but he hasn't even done that, so it just makes no sense to me now.
Yeah. I don't really get it, to be honest. I mean, it's a nice item just to make you a little tankier, but it doesn't seem really necessary in the game that he's had.
No, especially not when you're on a hero that buys a point booster and a the other bit called Ogre Club. Yeah, if you buy a point booster and an Ogre Club anyway to build your Ags up, like that's all the tank you need. Swap going towards the lovely Bloodthorn. I still think you want BKB. I think they're gonna kill themselves on the Spectre again.
Yeah.
Like, the Spectre doesn't need to be much tankier before the point at which they just can't kill him because of dispersion.
I mean, once the Spectre gets the heart, she's pretty much. Well, she's not going. She's getting the. What do you reckon this ultimate absorb's going to be? Like just a.
I could go for Skady.
Yeah.
think Scaly would probably be the best
That'd be
time.
pretty nasty. Yeah.
So, like one thing they could have done, especially since Spectre isn't. Oh, you know, it could be a Manta. I think Manta
be
makes the
anything.
most sense.
Could be
Manta makes the most
anything.
sense to me. Because if they get the Bloodthorn and they get that on the Spectre dies.
Yeah.
Unless you can Manta it off. The other thing that I think they should have considered was a Silver Edge, because Spectre doesn't build BKB, so this is a dead ledge. Do that full stuff.
Again.
He does have the pipe, which is nice, but that's decent farm. Baden's kind of standing still. Questionable plays there from Hux. I think
most
probably
likely.
we're going to see Shadow Shaman kill it up.
It's a very fast
The good
chicken.
old lightning speed chicken. When you hex as Sakuchi's going off.
That's great.
I see Vanguard as like a regen item. The damage bot doesn't do much here yet. Lots of magic damage from die, but I guess if he wants to jump from pick off to pick off, I guess so. I don't know what they want. Yeah, I agree. Urn would be better if you want a regen item. Is this going to be a dead Zeus? Not quite. He needs to change target. You need to hit that Zeus.
Not me now, yeah.
Yeah, nice. They're going to get this clockwork again. The gyro needs to run away. Yeah, they got him.
Jesus.
That's really nice.
Mm.
Like four kills there is more than I thought they'd get out of that.
What does the gyro go for now, item build wise? He's getting lifesteal. It's not what I go
He doesn't
for.
have any damage. He doesn't have any damage. Like, this is the problem with Gyro. He doesn't have any damage, and
Yeah.
like he still needs to tank up. Like he's
I've never-
squishy and he has no damage right now.
Yeah.
It's like the worst
I've
of
never
both
really
worlds.
seen, like, I mean, to be fair, in all patches, I've never really seen how you're meant to build Gyro to make him good in all situations. He always seems to have a massive weakness, whichever way you build him.
So I think before, when when Rocket Barrage was broken, you'd build him like as a mid gamer, so you get like Sanjin Yasha into BKB, and then like go for Butterfly and MKB late game, and that build was decent. But I think at the moment, like, I still think the Sanjin Yasha build is better than the build he's gone. But again, it's not good. I just think the hero's not good. I think the hero needs a buff.
I don't like him as a hero. I think he's underpowered.
He's got a nice cooldown here. That's going to be a dead Keats. He's going to be trapped in.
Dead supports already. Oh, that's a good ulti on the.
So the clock keeps going for the Abaddon, which is the wrong hero.
Yeah, he should be aiming for someone with a squishier.
Gonna go back in. That's a dead
Jesus
Abaddon.
Christ.
They're not going to be able to get the clockwork. The Quap's going to get out. I mean, look, the dispersion just killing them. This is what I mean. Like the gyro didn't do enough damage to kill them.
He's already got the Skadi. This is looking difficult.
So yeah, but I mean I know he's gone the Skadi because they're not getting a Silver Edge, but like they could have punished this.
I mean, they could still, couldn't they? I mean, got the Bloodthorn on the Quap.
Yeah, but like they're gonna kill themselves. They're just gonna walk around. So this is where you see like Chris has had a really shitty game, right?
Yeah.
But he has a 4-staff. There are no 4-staffs on the Dire team and they're against the Clockwork.
It's nice to know there from the Zeus.
This is where you get... Oh, he's just gonna go.
Doesn't do anything. It's crazy.
So this is where actually, like, you know, having a good idea about support item builds really comes into its own. And Hux is a really good player, but his itemization on supports is really weak, in my opinion.
Yeah. To be fair, when you're playing against something like a clock and a disruptor, you should have 4 staffs. That's like...
Yeah, 100%. So the Vlads... the Vlads is generally good on a Baden. In this game, if that was a 4 staff, it'd be much better.
Yeah, definitely, considering he's playing a support role.
Yeah, and the Blade Mail, like... He's not tanky enough for the Blade Mail to be good enough. Like, who's the Blade Mail going to stop? Zeus isn't going to go for you anyway. Like, you're going to get ignored until the end of the fight. So, at that point, if you have like three heroes going on you, your Blade Mail is not going to do enough.
I think the Blade Mail was a waste. Maybe if he was going to go Vlad's, maybe just a more aggressive item than the Blade Mail would have been better.
Yeah,
but yeah, 4 staff is way better in every situation, really. I mean, it is aggressive and it is defensive.
I mean, so the Gyro can help himself in this situation because the Dragonlance is legit on Gyro.
I don't know why it's not like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much legit on any Agi carry.
Pretty much. Going for the push top. This tower's going to fall pretty quickly. Keith just blinks into the trees and drops the wards. I really like that. Oh, that's really good. Blade Mail does not work on wards. Sad to say that, Hux, it does not work on wards.
Those wards are going to work.
He's missed so many hook. He keeps hooking his teammates. I see why he's got the Ags, because he keeps chucking them into his teammates' backs at the moment.
Oh, this is not nice seeing this Gyro die so much.
Right. It's Weaver doesn't do any damage as well.
Buyback's not going to accomplish much, I don't think.
Hang on.
I mean, he's got ulti back.
Are you seeing this?
Who, me?
Are you seeing me ping those items out?
No.
So look at Weaver's items.
Weaver's items. Okay.
And then look at Lich's items.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm not saying that Dave is trying to throw, but no, he's just trying to throw. There's no other fucking explanation for that. Okay, I guess this game's over. Yeah,
that's pretty bad.
Yeah, he's had enough, clearly.
Mate, sell it. Buy Deso.
Well, he's give up.
This game's over. Like,
I mean, seriously, when did he buy that? Because he had the Lincolns and he was going towards Deso, and all of a sudden he's got a pipe as well. It's like it's not even like he's not picked it up. Like one of the enemies not dropped it to bait, like as a joke, and he's picked it up. Like it's actually his.
Yeah. Oh, it's game. Oh, I got the Ags on the Zeus.
So much damage. And you get the mini stun as well. It's so gross.
Unless the Baden's just dying to it. Which is... they're done.
They've GD'd out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we said it was done, and they've clearly decided they're not going to try and throw any longer. They're just going to give up. Fair enough.
It's another 2-0.
Yeah.
Have we
I
had a
don't- I
2-1
don't-
yet?
I don't. Yeah, we have.
Have we?
Yeah. B versus C was 2-1. That was the game that we did the aggro tri lane, won the aggro tri lane, and then through.
I see.
I don't think at the point that they've decided to buy the, like, if he'd not bought that pipe at that point, I don't think the game was lost.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, I don't know, if he's not feeling it, he just wants to go to bed, then whatever.
I
It's
still
only
think it's just the
Dota.
fact that they didn't. I mean, they didn't have anything to counter the Spectre
No.
apart from anything else. It just, classic Spectre game. Stays in jungle, farms lots, gets to a point where you can't kill.
That game was all about clockwork, though, I've got to say.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Why? How? What the fuck?
Yeah.
19 to 16.
Yeah, he absolutely wrecked them, and yeah, I mean, I was being like harsh to all game, but actually, yeah, that's quite a performance. And yeah, I mean, if you can play that well and build Vanguard, then yeah, knock yourself out.
It's crazy, but yeah.
I'm just saying he could have wrecked them even more if he didn't build it. That's all I'm saying.
I think the lack of force staffs on the dire side really
Yeah.
made a difference.
Yeah.
Tell me you caught my blind hook.
Almost
blind hook?
definitely.
Oh,
You saw
you
lots
did-
of hooks.
I mean, they all seemed a bit blind, really. To be
Yeah,
honest.
you did hook your teammates quite a lot.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hang on, hang about. That's Keats getting in the way of me and the enemy.
Keeps
I've got
playing
my
the Spectre.
screen squarely on the enemy, and I'm like, right, are we ready? And then it's like, bink. Well, I haven't fucking moved, and I've seen Keats like just next to me.
I saw you hook Spectre like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely did hook Kern quite a lot.
Right, well, the one hook I got was fucking across the map onto fucking Lich blind. So fucking whatever.
I think we did see you hook Lich once, but it was under a ward, so it wasn't that.
To be
Was it?
fair,
Maybe.
mate, most of the game flaming your decision to buy Vanguard.
Yeah, we did.
What? The Vanguard's like a solid thing on Clockwork, isn't it?
Rubbish.
They have no
What?
physical damage on their team.
Yeah, they did. That gyrocopter and
He's
it-
magic in the early game and he's huge damage in the late game, so the Vanguard block doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
So I defended you if you wanted it as a regen item. I think it's wrong, but I can see why you pick it up. But as like a damage block item, it does nothing in that game.
What would you have taken instead?
So if you want regen, you should go with Earn. Otherwise, you should just skip it and go to your next thing and just
Yeah.
like
Like
keep your team to regen afterwards.
if you buy your first two parts of Ags, then you're pretty much just as tanky, like the Ogre Club and the Point Booster,
Oh. Oh.
and then you're like 2,000 gold closer to Ags, and then you can buy 4 stuff.
Yeah, I saw 4 stuff on the build guide. I wasn't quite,
It's to get you out of cogs.
but
You
I
cog
could-
them
So
in and
you
get
cog
yourself
them
out,
in,
you can
like
die.
they didn't buy a single 4-star from their team, so you cog someone in, they're stuck in there forever.
Yeah. But what would a 4 stuff done for me if I had it?
You force
Gets
yourself
you
out. You don't have to knock a hole in it.
I suppose. But wouldn't I
Like,
want
if
to
they-
stay in there to
if they-
battery assault them to death?
Yeah, but if they'd bought sensible items, that wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
If they hadn't gone pipe on Weaver, that might not have worked.
Did Weaver go for pipe?
Yeah,
Yeah, they had 2
Got one
pipes.
of the pipes. Yeah.
yeah, they had 2 pipes.
That-
One on
You
Lich,
don't
one
get
on
2
Weaver.
pipes though, don't you?
Well, they do
So they
apparently.
Don't get to.
Oh,
I mean, that can be fine. Like, you've got Spectre Radiance plus Zeus. Like, double pipe will probably last.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the double shield works, but
But the Lincolns is a terrible choice.
yeah, the Lincoln's not good.
Lincoln's is just standard for Weaver though, isn't it?
Well,
First item.
no, not first item. First
Doesn't-
item is really bad. Because you
Yeah.
don't do anything. You're a big creep.
Yeah.
You can,
Well, he
like,
could have gone Deso first item, I suppose, but
I think Solar Crest might have been better for that lineup, but Deso was also fine. Like, because he wasn't like carry Weaver, he was off lane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, grab a Solar Crest. You can right click people down there. You can get your Lincolns if you need it. But
Yeah. That game was over, like as it started, pretty much.
Yeah, we
You think?
weren't a fan of the draft on the Dire.
I mean, I think they did really well actually in their aggro try. I think
Yeah, the aggro try went pretty well. Like they
they
stopped
gave it their best shot.
they stopped the Spectre farming, but like I thought Dave should have done a lot better against the clock. I don't know exactly what happened in the lane. We didn't really look at it much, but
What,
like,
Clock Weaver?
Weaver should beat clock. No fucking
Yeah,
no
definitely.
fucking chance.
I got him at the start, and I got a kill on him, I think, early on.
Yeah,
but,
you did. You got a kill when you had like a 2 level advantage somehow and killed him. Like how?
Because I'm sick.
I think the main thing
I
we
was
didn't
denying
realise-
a lot at the start. I don't know if you had I don't know how well I was doing with the denies last hits, but I
Yeah,
was
your
doing pretty
your
well.
denies were higher than your last hits, definitely at one point.
Sick.
You had
You
11
spent the first
denies
like
and 9
2
last
minutes
hits. It's great.
denying cogs in base.
Yeah, no, I think the main thing we were saying was how the Abaddon didn't really do anything.
Ibadan didn't do enough. He didn't bring enough regen to the lane. So they went to lane with only like 4 tangos on the Abaddon. And like nowadays with the shrine change you can't do that.
We need to give Hooks a lecture then for the next game.
Yeah, like he's a good player in a lot of ways, but he has some like glaring weaknesses in his game.
Yeah, we all do.
It was the fact that there was no 4 staffs on
Yeah,
on,
that was
on the Dire team.
horrible.
Yeah.
Like, none. And you have Disruptor and Clockwork on the other team. It's just
And
like
it's not like they're two of their cores shouldn't build Dragonlance as well. Like they could have both gone Dragonlance to get out of cogs. They didn't do it.
hey ho.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
suspect.
you
I
need to catch you guys later.
suspect.
Mate,
Yes,
I fucking blinked into cogs at one point. Did you
Oh
see
no!
that? That was like the biggest mistake. I was like, oh my god, what have I done? It's just a massive misclick. Like, I was just
Yeah.
like looking where I wanted to blink, and then just like my fucking hand just spacked out or some shit. Next thing I know, I'm in cogs. I'm like, how was I so unlucky for that to happen?
Did you blink on
Pretty
me,
slick.
or when my cogs were already up, you blinked on?
No, they were already up, and I blinked. They were on
I
someone
don't remember
else's.
that.
Oh, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, what? How have I fucking made such an error?
It was a fun
Oh,
game to
no.
watch. I mean, it was.
That was a fun game to play as well. Like,
Yeah.
but we were always against the timer. That's the thing. Like, if we couldn't
Yeah.
get racks before, like, before Kuhan got radiance, it was always going to be.
Well, I don't know. Like Gyro late game's a pretty beast, so he could have gone super late, but I get the feeling that Dave wasn't up for that.
No,
Why
I don't know.
can't
We were all.
go super late?
I was playing fucking hard. I was trying my best, but
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, you were doing well. You were top of the network for a long time.
But yeah, no, I just didn't. It's as soon as like the fucking radiance came out, because it's like we went on Kuhan top lane. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 of us went on him, and we were just there like, oh, okay, he's dead. But we're like basically all dead just from trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at that point, we were like, right, this game's over. Like,
That was literally just as he got his radiance. It's like you
Yeah,
got his
exactly.
radiance, and
it's
then
like,
you.
what
kill
happens
him very
now?
early.
Like, what do you do now? Like,
It's crazy.
yeah, we needed to end it earlier, and we didn't. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just didn't quite have like the tower push with your lineup. But I think you need to go a little bit greedier and go for like the Dasse first on Weaver. And just try and like group up and end.
yeah, he had like pipe at the end, and I'm like, well, that's not what we need. Like, we need
Yeah.
Hux to get that really, but
Yeah, Lich had a pipe as well.
yeah, yeah, try and keep us alive. I don't know whether I should have gone Bloodthorn or whether I should have gone BKB. I don't think Bloodthorn really did much.
I think it was good to try and like kill the Spectre, because like Quap, you actually have enough range to stay outside the dispersion range. But like
I agree.
your team need like a lot more tankiness to be able to kill him.
Mm.
I think Gino had the game of his life on Lich though.
Yeah, he did great.
Mate, that was a sick
Alright,
fucking ult
guys.
at one point. I remember.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hey, Keats. GG.
Died so many times.
Mate, your war trap on Sam, then he got glimpsed out.
That was great.
Yeah.
I was like, and then I was gonna shackle as well. I was like, I haven't got any mana. Because I was like, I know he's got blink.
There was two glimpses that saved me. I think there was one where I went into bot lane as well, and like just picked off the disruptor, and he like glimpsed me just before, and I was like, "Oh, cool! I just picked you off, and now I'm glimpsed out."
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe I need to work on like late gamers clocks. Always seems to do really well in the early game, but then late game always seems to.
Mate,
fail.
I don't think you were the problem.
No.
You know, you played as well as you could.
Yeah, there's only so
Yeah.
much you can do.
It's true. So.
Yeah,
I
I
like
just think it was mainly your lineup was the problem. Your draft was, it just didn't work well against the Spectre.
the iron build on the gyro was really bad as well. I really didn't like it.
Just Gyro as a hero in general was kind of shit.
Like, yeah, gyro's bollocks, but like building him like that as well, going for an early. If you're trying to end the game early, like Ags makes absolutely zero sense. Gyro.
It's true.
Like if that was S and Y or something, get like a sailor on the Abaddon. I don't know. I think there was scope to try and do something, but yeah, you just kind of, as a team, painted yourself into a corner where you can do it.
I think the aggressive Troy lane could have had a better makeup, really.
I quite liked
worked,
it.
though. Like,
I,
fucking
yeah.
I mean, it was.
well.
I think it was good, but like there was a lot of times they didn't really work well together because they just kind of had to dive quite a bit, and playing into something like
So they had the ability to do that, like with the Abaddon, it gives you that option, and then you have the slow on the Lich as well. So it
Yeah.
worked really well. The problem was that Hux only brought 4 tangos. So
it was that was the fact. He had so
Straight.
little regen, but then of
Yeah.
course he then had to back off, which meant it left the gyro tank and stuff. And gyro's
Yeah,
squishy as hell.
Gyro just got picked off
Same
a
with
couple of
Lich.
times.
So
Yeah.
apparently Rob was having massive lag problems anyway during
Oh shit.
that game, which was kind of
Sucks.
apparent because he was just standing around for a lot of it. wasn't he? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
hey-ho.
Can't believe we had to wait so long for fucking Geno's on start the game.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Had a full game of Overwatch and he still didn't come back.
Yeah, I had like 3 games of chess.
Jesus Christ. Right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna head off.
Yeah, me too. Cheers, guys.
See you later.
Good games.
See you guys.
Catch you later.
Ciao.
Yeah.